Hello? Anybody there? I ask this every time, but I can see if there are people here. It's just nice to ask people questions. Hi there. Guess who it is? It's me! And my camera's lagging already, hang on. Now it's me! How's it going, man? What's up? Not too bad, thank you. But Dom, not too bad. How are you? Also, did you see what I wrote in the going live message? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Titter, titter. Oh, my tooth is really weird today, actually. And hello, Foxy, how you doing? I don't know if I actually said hello. Hi, sorry. Are you doing well? Something about free coffee. Yeah, I said first modding gets free coffee, so I owe you a coffee, Dom. I'll have to get you one some point. When you can reconvene, it's a date, and then we'll have a staring contest in person. So instead of doing it on here for points, it's just cross the table at a coffee shop, just going. Well, it's just good coffee. I thought so. This private, shall I leave the room now? Very funny. Yeah, I'm good. Oh, my nose is being a pain in the ass again. Pain in the face, technically. Well, that was quick, Nightbot. Jesus Christ. Okay, Nightbot. It's not even been that long. Are you right? Remember, regardless, you can use devil crystals. I suppose as soon as it saw me doing that, it's like, hey, you can use devil crystals to redeem the staring contest. Oh dear. So yeah, how's it going? Guys? You had good days? You guys had good days? Bom bom ba. Let's wait till everything's all sorted. I was sipping my drink pre game starting sip. Oh dear. My sinuses need to sort themselves out soon because it's just getting fucking silly now. Other than the Seagull Home Invader, I'm all good. Yeah, right. Only in the Shire, eh? Only in the Shire. Right then. Yes. This game. There you go. I don't know why it keeps doing it. Every time I back out of it, it goes off. I have to like double click in the game again to make it come back on the screen. It's very strange. Yes, this game. Hopefully, this soundtrack isn't going to get me any sort of DMCA issues. I did look it up, so it's made by a specific person. But I'm not sure if it's still like the game that owns it. But if I get any sort of copyright thing, then if I do another stream of this, I will know to turn it off. Basically, hopefully, it won't be an issue. Started when I went downhill. Why'd it go downhill, Foxy? Well, okay, whatever that is. Random fucking email from something urgent information, apparently. Wasn't very urgent. Got the barista bit, but not the necro. The necro part is about the only thing I can think this is about, because I've not really read much into it, is it's supposed to be fictional characters in coffee shop and other places based in Melbourne, however you pronounce it. It's about the coffee shop and ghosts. It's all like a supernatural thing about it, like seeing spirits around Melbourne or something like that. Melbourne. Am I saying Melbourne right? Is it Melbourne or Melbourne? I don't know. And if that is, I think I know. For some reason when it said Melbourne, I was like, that's in Australia, right? But I was like, yeah, it is Australia. But I just kept thinking I was wrong for some reason. I don't know why. Indeed. Oh dear. So that, besides that, I don't really know anything else, but I know it's a visual novel, and I did think because it's in Melbourne I could do it all in an Australian accent, but I don't think I want to do that to the Australians. Is there any other Melbourne? I don't know, that's the point, that's why I asked. I know there's one in Australia before. Am I thinking of, is there one in like Canada or America or something that I'm not thinking of, and it's just like it was made by people from Melbourne in wherever it was? Yeah, I was just thinking Australia, but I didn't want to get it wrong, you know what I mean? Throwing caution to the wind, whatever you want to call it. Hello? There's a lot more people in, but I can't see who they are. How's everyone doing anyway? Is everyone doing well? Besides family members and seagulls, I guess. It's in Melbourne and South Derbyshire apparently, is it? Okay. Most likely it's the one in Australia then. It's all it says on all it said on Steam was Melbourne. I was like, well, you definitely mean the Australia one, right? Yeah, I very much doubt it's in South Derbyshire and went there, and hopefully that's the case. So we're like, oh, this is weird, but I don't think any of the characters talk anyway, so it would just be me doing the talking for them. Also, I noticed after looking at a couple of my VODs that I am being trying to be quiet to not wake people up upstairs, but at the same time it's like I'm like talking really quietly like this, and I need to actually speak loud enough for people to hear me but not too loud, so I've got to try and get the happy medium between talking too loud and talking in like whispers. But yeah, so I don't really know much else about the game, so we're all going to just experience it for the first time apparently, unless any of you guys have played this already, in which case, hey, don't tell me what happens, or anyone else, because I imagine most people do not know yet. No spoilers, doesn't make no sense, hey. Making sure I put the no spoilers tag in the stream information, and I did, thank God for that. Apparently I lost a follower as well. Oh no. That's probably one of the people that followed me when I was playing Jackbox, and they're like, he's going to play Jackbox all the time. Like, that's not how it works, only sometimes. Right. Okay. Really, is there exactly? I don't know exactly. I don't know. So I thought Australia, but I just didn't want to just assume it's the only one I could think of. You know, I never like to assume it's the first thing I think of in case it is. I go into it going, hey, it's not Australia, and it's like, yeah, this is actually supposed to be set in, like, you know, Mexico or something stupid. Like, oh, fuck. Sorry. Right, I'm gonna get the game started anyway. See what actually happens, yeah. Like, it's Necro. You would have think the Necro would be in the circle, not the Necrob, unless that's a thing. But yeah, we'll find out. New game, new gum. Like I said, hopefully, no copyright problems. If so, then there'll be silence in the next one, that's for sure. Can you see my mouse moving, by the way? I'm not sure if I put the... No, there shouldn't be a mouse in it. I don't know. I was thinking I had to get a different capture for this, but I didn't. It was just being a fool when trying to pick it up. I shouldn't be in the way either. Am I at the top of the screen or at the bottom of the screen? Hang on. Yeah, I'm at the top. Good. That's right. If I was at the bottom, it'd be the way of in the way of the dialogue, probably. We will see. We will. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll get on for that coffee at some point, Dom. What do you usually like to drink? coffee-wise? Or are you more of a tea person? Oh, I do like my tea. This is taking a while to load as well, isn't it? I think this is a fairly old game. I just didn't hear about it, as I saw apparently they're bringing out a remastered version of this game. Creaky. Pretty soon. Oh. Is it supposed to be not moving? Hang on a second. Okay, hang on. Hey, I'm back. I got my thing on my neck now. What happened on my neck? It was on my legs. A sucker for a latte. Any kind of latte? Any tea or coffee is all good with me, to be honest. Love the stuff. You can meet Baz as well. That's true, I can meet Baz. Hey, Baz. My friend Baz. I'll have to let you know when I'm available, when you're also available. It'll be good. I'll have to see. Yeah, my partner just came downstairs to get something out of the kitchen, and she left the light on, so I had to get up and turn the light off because she doesn't think about this. But yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's go on with the dialogue, I suppose. They thought of the faraway grave on the plain. Oh, enter. Okay. They thought of the comrade who came not again. They lifted their glasses, and sadly they said, "There's a cat sitting on top of my fucking head." Meow? No? We drink to the name of the mate who is dead. Oh, mate. Henry Lawson. Whoever that is. Yeah, I already did the double cough. It's so bloody damp down here. So bloody damp down here. I know, Alex, I'll just talk normally for this. I know we're in a cellar. I'll do an Austrian accent for someone, probably, but not all the characters. But I don't suppose you have any window we could open or anything? Yeah. Would it be easier? You think you guys, do you think it'd be easier if I just hid my head for this so you can actually see the dialogues? It seems to be darting around all over the place. Would it be better like that if I just read it as it is? I think I might do that for now. Just because, yeah. We've got a vent that leads outside somewhere. Maddie. Can you open it up? Get some fresh air coming through? I'm pretty sure it's got a dumpster or something sitting on top of it right now. Besides, I'm busy. Just grin and bear it. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It shouldn't be lagging. Can we get this over with? We've done this before, old man. You know it takes a while to set up. Calm your farm. Calm your farm. I do not appreciate your tone. Sorry. Can we get some more lights on, maybe? I can't tell the house talking, so I'm just gonna talk normally for now. With all the crap you've got scattered around the place, I'd like to at least know where I'm putting my feet. Ashley, would you mind? Click. I gotta press enter for everything, apparently. That's cool. I turned the light on. Oh, okay. Are her legs through the floor? I'm confused. Oh, there's quite a few people here by the looks of it. Thanks. ... You're more organized than last time, I see. Practice makes perfect. Hey, Maddie. How much more wire do we need? I think that's enough. Great. Now. Jay? What's up, little P? I found you a chair. Ah, thank you. But, got a few holes in your coat, mate. That's not good. So, this whole thing. Surely it's not legal, yeah? Maddie wasn't clear on that. Yes, the council found it. Confronting. For good reason, I suppose. Because it utterly upsets the natural order. Mate, it's not just bureaucracy. Shush you. Most rules can't be bent, after all. And Maddie has a particular fascination with breaking rules. As I'm sure you've realized. Hey, don't give her all the credit. Bah. Bah, mate. Is this related to her gambling for a time? Mm-hmm. So, the transfer was the same sort of magic we're doing now. Yes. Same scale, though. Small scale, sorry. Doing on a larger scale requires a bit more preparation. The council successfully suppressed all available information about it, though. For good reason. Some reason he's Scottish now. What happens if something goes wrong? Well, you don't tend to mess it up more than once. Or try it again after you fail, for that matter. Stubborn scholars notwithstanding. What do you even call this sort of magic, then? A light bulb. Question's irrelevant. Because it's banned. Badass. I mean, badass? I call it badass. Well, my definition is a conduit ritual. But, looking past all the smoke and mirrors and fancy names, you can just call it Necrobarista. Go on, say it. Fucking say it. You know you want to. Necromancy, or just necromancy in general. Necromancy. Necromancy. That's what I used to do in a D&D campaign a lot. Necromancy. Yeah, let's see, is everything fine? Is everyone able to hear me, see me okay? Or is everyone just enthralled with the story? When once I actually get a good look at everyone, I can actually give them proper names, accents even, instead of just going, who's talking? From your hazy memories, a certain word calls out to you. Necromancy. You try desperately to remember what it meant. Necromancy. Death. Skull? This fragment of a memory stays with you. Piece together the past. Remember what transpired. And never forget. You are dead? Scattered, practice, buried, fascination, forbidden, disheveled, blenders, messy, detective storm, what you did, blah, 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 lots of words. I am a dictionary. Oh good, okay, cool. So that's the only thing with these sorts of games is, you don't know if everything's going fine, because people tend to not talk because they're too busy listening to what's going on, that's the thing. So it's like, is everyone still here yet? I'll keep putting my face on and off when possible. I'm here, still here by the way. But I will keep the camera off for the main part of the story, because immersion, dialogue, all that good shit. It's one of those games where it's not easy to just have my head in one place, apparently, because the words are everywhere. So yes, all good, good. Interesting. It'd be nice if they actually did have, like, show who was saying what, but we'll have to... Oh, I'm walking as well? Did not know that. Okay. Well, can I escape his pause? Yeah. And unpause. Okay. I didn't actually realise I'd be walking around. Crazy. My points all the way up. Yes, it is good. And loud enough for me. Good. Okay, the mouse click was to continue. Didn't see anything else. Hang on a sec. Just notice my stuff is all not close enough to me. That's why it's an issue. There we go. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh god. Moving on. Okay. It's very dark. It's dark down these alleyways. I love this game's aesthetic. Yeah, me too. It's very cool looking. That's why I saw it on Steam a while ago. I was like, I need to get it. It looks really cool. I like the style. I'll go in there in a second, don't mind me. Just checking down the end of the alley. I'm not going to go any further because I can't see anything, which is no good for anyone involved. Hello? What is this? Terminal House Rules. Okay. Maddie's Rules. We welcome both living and dead. Patrons will be served in the order... Unlock 1. Unlock. Read. Confused. Maddie's Rules. Number 1. We welcome both living and dead. Patrons will be served in the order they arrived. 2. Don't ask who's alive. If someone wants you to know, they'll tell you. 3. The dead have 24 hours. Strictly enforced. 24 hours and 5 minutes is not 24 hours. 4. No, we don't have Wi-Fi. Yes, there's no sound reception. Ether and radio signals don't play nice together. 5. Report broken items and other anomalies to staff. We can't clean up your broken glass or spatial rift if we don't know about it. True that. 6. Don't feed the eidolons? They can't eat, and offering them food just reminds them of that cruel fact. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so no Wi-Fi. Tell someone if things get broken. Don't feed the eidolons. Welcome living and dead. Don't ask anyone if they're dead. They have no longer than 24 hours. And there's no Wi-Fi because of course there's not. Sure, okay. So, okay, now I'm going in. Hey guys, hey kitty, how's it going? How are you? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, are you? That's a nice tree. Sort of getting Wolf Among Us vibes again already, to be honest. You? Ding. Oh, hello. Continue. Yes. I guess. I don't know if I missed anything, but I didn't really see much to do, honestly. So it shouldn't be an issue. How you doing, kitty? You had a good day? Have you had a good old day? I can give you a brief rundown on what this game is about. Literal, really brief rundown. Something about necromancy and a coffee store, coffee shop and store, particularly make sure. We're going to the beach. Part 1. Okay. Drinky poos. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. What are we getting? Pour? Didn't see you pour anything, mate. Good, thanks. How are you? I'm not bad, thank you. I'm alright. My nose is being annoying again, but otherwise fine. The terminal. Carlton, Victoria. Australia. 3053. Well, hell. Yeah, definitely Australia then. Excerpts from online reviews. Pretty unremarkable coffee. It's a nice looking coffee store though. Fuck, it's huge. Barista speaks Chinese but exclusively uses it to mock people to their faces. I am very self-conscious about my top hat now. Observe little girl running around cafe with knife, unsupervised. Came down with deep sense of ennui. I can't remember how to pronounce that after visiting. Was rudely told to stop being a big dweebus after complaining about burnt taste in coffee. This coffee is some of the best I've ever had. 5 stars. Disclosure, I have no taste buds. The door closes. Someone enters. Okay, time to hide the head again. Maddie sighed and began cleaning a glass. She glanced up at the person who just walked in, but he didn't seem quite ready to approach the counter. Hey. Mate? Right, mate? You alright? Ack. You. You can see me? Yeah? Clear as day. You gonna order something? Yeah. I've been walking around for hours. Nobody was listening to me. I don't know how I ended up here. I think you'll find it was the front door. He chuckled nervously and took a deep breath. Right. Where am I? Here's a drink. This, dearly departed, is the terminal. Carlton's finest. Departed? Big smile. They say our coffee's to die for. Oh, here comes a crisis. I'm dead. Is this like a haunted coffee shop or something? It's like a coffee shop that helps people pass on by the looks of it. I don't really know much about it. That's the whole... It got me wanting to play it, but I don't know much about it. We're anime. Yes, this is in fact... When you say we're anime, this is anime style, not literally anime. So, I don't really know how to go about this. Ask me anything, man. It's not like you're the first disheveled and disoriented dead dude to drop in. What does everyone else ask? Well, they generally start with that one. Shit. And they always say that. Sorry. Oh. Dot. Then there's the embarrassed silence. Alright. I get it. You always just mean to everyone who comes through? Or just the pitiful ones like me? Just the pitiful ones. She's nice. I guess that's consistent. Always felt like people saw me as a pitiful guy. Nah, I'm just kidding. No, I promise. You're right. I'm a fucking sad sack. I don't even know how I died. But I bet it was pitiful and meaningless. Just like everything else about me. I'm depressed. I'm never even gonna have a chance to make things better for myself. I'm stuck like this. Come on. And now I'm sitting in a cafe for dead people falling apart in front of a barista. Pull yourself together, my dude. He blinked and slowly came back to earth. No breakdowns in the cafe, please. I promise, man. You are okay. I know how it is. Are you... No. But I've had 100 people like you walk through the door. So I'm just averagely messy. Can't even do that right. Kishan. You have 24 hours left on this plane until you have to move on to the next place. Oh, that's nice. I don't think you want to spend them having one big, long, extended panic attack. 24 hours? Ah, shit. What I'm saying is... everything's okay. Just take some deep breaths. We'll sort this out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry again. I don't want to be a fuss. Ta-da! It's not like I have anything else to be doing. Don't worry about it. Are you sure? I'm kind of a burden. You're not. Chin up, mate. Let me tell you about this place. It's pretty cool. So I first wandered in here about 4 years ago. And so another story began. It's not literally an anime, DJ. No, this is anime style. That's what the Anime Mondays thing's for. That's what I meant. It's literally games of the anime style or from anime. Not literally games only from anime. Because otherwise I'd be quite restricted in comparison. Lurk. Toxic Kitty is lurking because she likes a story. And that's how long you've got before you've got to move on. 24 hours. "24 hours to find out who killed you." Oh shit. That'll probably be a good detective movie, right? Race against time? I guess. But what's the point if you have to move onwards in the end anyway? Kinda strips it of meaning. I don't even know if you'd care once you're in the next place. Exactly what I would be thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a nihilist to be anything but a constant buzzkill. Yeah, I guess the pressure sounds kind of like a lot. Honestly, I'm still wrapping my head around all this. Nice to spend the last 24 hours in a coffee shop, though, to be fair. Seems a bit outlandish, doesn't it? That's the word. I guess it'd be disappointing if you found out that you just died quietly in your sleep or something, though. Yeah. Most people don't die from being murdered. It's mostly sickness, or old age, or lawnmower accidents. Interesting. Well, they call them accidents. But really, loads of lawnmowers are possessed by evil spirits. That said... Wait. Hold on. You can't just drop that like it's nothing. Possessed lawnmowers? Seriously? Anything with spinning blades tends to attract them. Garden equipment, garbage disposals, blenders. They're a right pain in the arse. Gotta exercise the blender at least once a month. That's wild. That's wild, child. Yes, you said it, friend. Kishan, was it? So, I don't know if it's a weird to ask, but is everyone in here dead? Yeah. You said this was a cafe for dead people. Does that mean it's everyone? Or are some of these people just really into ghost cafes? Let me tell you a tale. That might be an oversimplification. Not everyone in here is dead, but this is one of the only stopping points between here and there. So we get a lot of your type. That's always why the rent is so high. Because those vampires who own the place know we gotta get a lot of foot traffic. Literal vampires? No. Just baby boomers with lots of money. Lots of money, maybe. Same thing, I guess. So to answer your question, there are 9 customers in here right now. Out of those 9, yourself included, I'd say 4 or 5 of them are just passing through on their way to the next place. How can you tell? Once you've worked here for a while, you get a sort of sixth sense for this kind of thing. Gotcha. Speaking of sixth senses, I got one for trouble. ... You have 2 sixth senses? Wouldn't that be a 7th sense and a 6th sense? Get it right, Maddie. If that is your real name. Oh, she looks younger than I thought. Was her name Sally or something? Hello. Ashley. Ashley was a young girl who'd adopted Maddie and Che a couple years back. Much in the same way that a puppy adopts a squeaky toy. She was ferociously smart and a budding genius, but still a kid nonetheless. Today she smelled strongly of motor oil. Her right arm was coated with it. Maddie knew she'd have to help her clean it off at the joint later, and she wore a look on her face that said, "I'm an invincible genius." She was mostly right about that one, and Maddie hated it. Alright, I know that look. Spit it out. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Cut the crap, kid. What do you need this time? I'm dealing with a customer here, and he's dead. I'm not really needing any attention. I am dealing with a customer. I need someone to hold a joint for me while I screw something in. Don't you have any clamps? We got you a bunch for your birthday last month. They're all being used for other very important things. They were not. I'm pretty sure I saw one upstairs about 10 minutes ago. I need a helper. Ashley, I'm busy. For the love of God, go the fuck back upstairs. Please. Yep, that would annoy me too. Hey, I could probably... Yes. I could... Ashley, you've got to let us work. We're not going to get anything done if I have to keep going upstairs to hold screwdrivers and confiscate steak knives. Ashley's pout was legendary, but over time, Maddie had grown immune to it. Hey, no dice. What about Che? He can help me. He's in the kitchen, emptying the dishwasher. That's gonna be a hard job. You know, the dishwasher that you were meant to empty an hour ago? Oh. It's really no trouble. Hey! Why don't I take this guy? He doesn't have anything to do. He's dead, I was gonna say. I mean, he is dead. Hey. Come on. Ashley, I don't have the energy to argue with you. I'm sure he just wants to relax. Dying takes a lot out of you. Also, manners. God, we've talked about this. You've got to be more respectful in front of the customers. Please? I'm happy to go upstairs. Really, it's fine. I don't have anything better to do. And I'm super dead. I'm cool with it. That's me. Kishan. Very dead guy. You sure? You sure you're very dead? I can just send her back upstairs. Promise. It's fine. I'll just sit around and be a pain in the voice. Perfect. Come on, peon. We've got work to do. Work to do? Yeah, I can read. Good lurk and watching my bed, man. Good luck with the stream. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the story. Every time it goes black, I don't realize I'm supposed to keep pressing enter, but yeah. I'll get there eventually. Hang on. Am I still... Yep, cool. I'm still out of the way. I wasn't sure if I accidentally made my face cam come back on. Deep down, Maddie knew she wasn't giving Ashley enough attention, and that was causing her to act out. She felt guilty as hell about it, but at the same time, she didn't think she'd be able to solve that particular problem anytime soon. For both their sakes, she had to work on keeping the cafe afloat, even if it meant that Ashley would be required to deal with stuff on her own for a little while. And she knew she was being callous. Her internal monologue was doing a very good job of whispering cruel nothings to her in quiet moments. But even then, she had to truly wonder if there wasn't. Okay. What voice should this guy have? What's that? What's that? I'll try and do an Australian accent, I guess. You know, I reckon this place needs more plants. So, God damn it, Jay. Don't sneak up on me like that, you old bastard. What's on your mind, Maddie? I was drifting off. Did I look like I was thinking weighty thoughts? Extremely. It's nothing important. Just my resting bitch face. Nah. It's different this time. How so? Right now, your expression reminds me of that time you challenged that samurai cosplayer to a fistfight. Oh. You mean the one who barged in? Waving his gift store katana around, demanding satisfaction after I told him I wouldn't put 15 shots in his coffee? That's a weirdly specific facial expression to refer to. What's it look like? The natural reaction of someone who's just been threatened with 1,000-fold Nippon steel. You don't have to reenact it. The memory's precious enough that I can picture it clearly. A sort of deep disgust, mixed with a tinge of pity and just a touch of derision. Ha. It me. What a mood. Okay, that's a really nice coffee store there, and the tree's cool. You alright? Real talk. I'm fine. Is this an actually I'm fine? Or more of a I'm having trouble processing and/or expressing my feelings and would like the conversation to move in a different direction? Fine. The latter. Pharaoh. Pharaoh, mate. Offer's still open if you'd like to talk things out. In the meantime, sorry. Can I grab that tea towel? My hands are wet. Oh, yeah, here you go. So, did you just feel like doing the dishes by hand, or... I could have sworn that I told Ashley to empty the dishwasher earlier. Nah. It's busted. Door latch broke, so we'll have to get someone in to fix it. I don't want to make Ashley wash them by hand anyway. Her arm'd get rusty. So, I did it. She got a metal arm. No problem. Makes sense? So, anyway, we're gonna have to organise a repair. Unless you want to let Ashley give it a shot. I made the call myself, but our landline stopped working last week. We have a landline? Yes. Ancient technology. You can transmit sound through a psychic cable. Sorry, physical cable. Psychic cable. That's a telephone. An elegant tool for a more civilized age. Only works when you pay the phone bill, though. Don't know if it'd be cheaper to get it repaired. Or to just buy a new one and give Ashley the old one for parts. The costs are pretty close, all things considered. Hey. Don't stress. You'll worry yourself into an early grave. Yeah, you've spent 50 years digging holes. Can't talk shit at me about digging myself an early grave, can you, old guy? Ow. Old guy. I'll have you know I'm barely, 170-ish? Where's the lie? Heard that a lot. It was the middle of a gold rush. Everyone and his dog was busy digging holes. Only thing different about me is that I eventually started digging up things more interesting than gold. Psh. Didn't dig up any mobile phones though, did you? Could have gotten yourself a head start on learning how to work them. Moving on, okay. And the coffee. Hey. So. I know you're a bit stressed right now, but I think we need to put in an order for our more kitchenware soon. Ugh. I know. It's another thing that's cost money. I'm beginning to run out of cutlery though. It keeps disappearing to somewhere, so I don't know how long I can wait before we get some more. Oh, hello. I was gonna say, what the fuck is that? But it's like the year 3053, isn't it? I don't know if we can afford that this month. Just, everything's a bit too pricey right now. Doesn't help that the coffee cartels keep pushing prices up. I don't think the importer 2 suburbs over is a part of a cartel. They seem quite nice. You ever spoken to them? They're obviously criminals with the rates they charge. Wholesale my arse. And yet we keep buying from them. Well, yeah. The beans are good, man. It's just everything else on top of them that's stressing me out. Ah, yes. I'm happily accept the blame for some of that. It's fine. You don't have to. I know it's all on me. I've just got to figure out how to pay everything off. Everything. And everyone. The time debt we owe to the Council of Death is the absolute last thing I want to think about right now. I've lost enough sleep over it already. Hey, I'm here to help. I'm worried about you, you know? You've had a lot of responsibility dropped on you in a very short period of time. And I can't help but feel a little bit culpable for that. I know. Yeah, I know. And I can't thank you enough. Shh. It's alright. Hold yourself together. We'll figure it out, just like we always do. I just don't want to deal with it, you know? I get it. And I don't want you to feel like I'm imposing or interfering too much. I know the cafe's yours now, and even though things are a bit much at the moment, I know I keep saying this, Maddie, but I don't know how much time we have to deal with all this before things start to fall apart. Things are already falling apart. Bollocks. That's what bollocks is. Regardless, you're gonna have to face reality at some point. Oh, Shiangi. Oh my god, I know! I don't need any more reminders from you. Back off, man. The council's always sitting at the back of my mind. I'm doing my best over here. My best is all I can do, okay? Just because you're my best friend, and my old boss, and my mentor, doesn't mean I need you preaching at me about how I need to deal with my problems. Because they're my problems now, not yours. Alright, no worries. I'll give you some spice. Might go check on Ashley. You seen her recently? She's upstairs. Dragged the customer up there talking about clamps or something. I better go rescue them then. Be back in a bit. Interesting relationship. ... God damn it, he's right. We do need more plants in here, don't we? So we're gonna strap a big old steak knife to it and make them fight each other. I love it. This is gonna be great. I want to build something that gets put on that TV show, Road Battle Royale, with flamethrowers on it.
You're not gonna put one on this little guy, are you?
A flamethrower? Probably not. But I want to record the fight on my phone so we can send it to the producers.
Yeah, sure thing. Let's get this knife attached.
Pass me those zip ties.
Zip ties?
And the knife.
Knife?
And my coffee.
Are you sure? Who even gave you that?
Coffee.
Damn it.
It's empty. My coffee is empty, Kashan. The world is beginning to vibrate.
Maybe it's good your cup run off empty, eh?
I think my cup needs to run off more espresso in it.
That's funny. I just know how many shots did you put in there?
Too many, Kashan. But did anyone ask Icarus how many shots of espresso he had? Yeah, I'm reading a book about Icarus. He flew to the sun. I'm cultured. In unrelated news, I have a headache.
I think you might want to read a little more about Icarus. There's a twist ending to that one.
I'm holding a knife, Kashan. No spoilers.
No spoilers. Promise. Alright, I'll just say hi. Maybe she won't sling a knife at me this time. Who knows? Ahem. Oh, hey kids.
Ah! Intruder!
Ooh, close.
Kashan, my buddy, my pal. Did I get him?
No. You missed.
Damn it.
But, wait. You threw it on purpose?
Extremely on purpose. Yes.
I'm fine, by the way.
Oh, it's you.
Would it have been worse if it was someone else?
Probably. Unless they were an actual spy come to steal my robot designs. Then it would have been fine.
Would have been good.
I think I'm crashing.
Loud snore for a little girl. Oh no. Is she okay? Did I kill her? She'll wake up in about 15 minutes with no ill effects. But you probably shouldn't have given her any more coffee. She turns into a real goblin. Oh. She told me that it would make her immeasurably powerful. I mean, she's not wrong. But you know, great power, great responsibility, yada yada yada. She's 13. Kid's got plenty of energy already. Maybe not the sense of responsibility though. Yeah, I don't even know how I ended up sitting here attaching knives to robots. She's very convincing. You don't have to tell me, mate. She basically lives here. Her parents would kill me if they found out she nearly killed me. Pretty good blind throw though. She makes me proud in the weirdest ways. Huh? Did she learn from the best? Pfft, she did. But the best definitely wasn't me. Maddie's pretty deadly with knives. Loves her flashy tricks. Bad habit, probably. Indeed. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm being very rude. My name's Jay. I used to own this place. Now I just sort of sit around and cause trouble and sometimes have knives thrown at me, I guess. I'm Kashan, and I died today. Spoilers. Crazy. Interesting. Interesting story thus far. What is all this?
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Oof, we got a little one here. Oh, be nice. You know it's scary waking up.
Big lights coming towards me.
I think it's reliving its last moments. Looks like it. I forgot the voice already. Beep boop.
What is happening?
Hello.
I do not remember having this many limbs. Join the club, pal.
We are reborn in a new image.
I see.
I'm Kepler. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
And I'm Jacob.
Jacoby, sorry. Not Jacob.
I am undefined.
I don't know if that name will stick.
Its body is made of a milk carton. Should we just call it milk?
No, too basic. Imagine if you called me Goon just because I made of a goon box. I wouldn't like that at all. Ashley was yelling about someone called Lovelace the other day. That's a good one, I think. It's kind of hard to do fucking robot voices. How does our new friend feel about it? Acceptable. Question mark. Excellent. Nice to meet you, Lovelace. Lovelace, Goon, not Goon. Jacoby, what was the other one called? Jacoby, Lovelace, and something else. Lovelace. From your hazy memories, certain words call out to you. Which ones? These words may be the key to unlocking the mysteries of what happened in this place. Have I got to choose some? Okay. Convincing. Okay. Responsibility. Have I just got to choose 7 random words? Sure. I guess. Hey, does anyone in chat want to pick a word? Let me know. Convincing, responsibility, just two like there was just what? Responsibility for Maddie and Ashley's convincing. I heard something about literally all these words were used at some point in the last conversation. Like, is there a right answer to this, or am I just choosing words? Forbidden, okay. Hang on, move my head out. It's hours and goblin honey. I'll keep myself out of the way for now. Where is forbidden? Anyone else got a word? Anyone else got a word for me? Anyone who's still here who can talk and chat? Oh, have a drink then, actually. Close that door over there as well. Maybe, Chris, maybe. Hang on a sec. Okay. No one else to say anything else, so Icarus. I'm thinking blenders, just because. Genius. One more. You got one more, Foxy? Give me a word, any word. One of the ones that isn't red, preferably. Anyone got a word for me to choose? Cosplayer. Confirm. And now what? As they flutter through your mind, you focus on a few and try to remember what they meant. Vinci was Ashley. Forbidden's magic. Responsibility was Maddie, yeah. Cosplayer's guests, yep. Genius is also Ashley. Icarus is Ashley. Oh, that's lore. Okay, and blenders would be food. Right. Perhaps with time you may be able to cling to more of the fragments that flutter through your mind. What fragments will you choose to carry with you? What is it that you find precious? Okay, what was it? There was food, guests, Maddie, Ashley, lore, and what was this one? Magic. What is precious? Food is precious, but just noticed there's actually a hat on her head. I didn't notice that first. Well, I'm Maddie, so do I get to choose one? No, I just press and continue. Okay, doesn't matter then. I'm taking all of them with me. They're all coming with me. Okay. See what else might happen in a minute. I guess. Oh yes, I am moving again. Perfect. Can I look around? Oh, I can. I'm moving a lot fast now. Oh, okay. That's what the outside looks like. What's this? The fisherman number 1. Okay. The fisherman. Is there certain things I've got to look at? Or look for? Which one's gleaming now? Is that upstairs? No, I don't know. Whoa, hello. Lamington recipe. Little. Fuck is this? Okay, hello. What is this? Authentic Australian lamingtons, ingredients, food, magic, and some memories seem to evade you. You may have to come back to this one later, okay? And something to do with Australia, I guess? Interesting. Cool. Good stuff. Interesting stuff. Thinking about alchemy the wrong way. I actually have got this. Highlighted passages from Thinking About Alchemy the Wrong Way by Sophie Cordova. Okay, let's return for now. I want to see what my options are. These like demonic looking fucking coffee makers for a second. Very strange. What is this? I thought it was... Oh, it's bright. It's bright in my eyes. What is this? Crucible product reviews. What the fuck is this? It's really random stuff. I assume I just got to do all of it at some point. It's just what is what? What is this? Judgment 1. Che's collection. Okay. It's part of Che's collection, specifically. There's the upstairs, which is what's caution cleaning in progress. I guess I'll not be able to go up there until perhaps later, or not at all. We'll have to wait and see. This is just what? Regular story, I guess? Can I leave? I can't leave the cafe now, can I? That's a no. Okay, what's the fisherman one? Fisherman needs Ashley, guests, and food. Maddie was about to leave the counter when an old-looking man pushed the door open. He was hunched over and he walked with a bit of a limp, and even at this distance she could see the leathery texture of his skin. Test. Perhaps I will. Yeah, I'll do this one. Add all these. Unlock the fisherman. Fisherman sounds interesting. Read. Time to read the fisherman. Maddie was about to leave the counter when an old-looking man pushed the door open. He was hunched over and he walked with a bit of a limp, and even at this distance she could see the leathery texture of his skin, a testament to many years well lived. Maddie had been about to leave the counter to Jay, but there was something in the way the man walked. That made her. There was something in the way the man walked that made her want to stay long enough to see if he had any special requests. She wasn't sure she would like the man, and in fact she was fairly sure that there was a good chance that she wouldn't have much to say to the man, or much that she would be interested in hearing from him, but it was obvious that the man had paid his dues, and she felt that she owed him at least a few moments of her time. Even if he hadn't done anything in life worth of admiration, he at least had done enough to earn her respect. It was only when the man sat down that Maddie saw that his skin was cracked, but not wrinkled. His body had been aged, but it had been aged by the elements and the sun more than it had been aged by the passage of time. The slight limp in his step could have easily been the limp of a young man who spent one day too many lifting loads that were 1 kilo too heavy for him. He took the seat directly in front of her. You serve food here? Apparently the man was more interested in finding out what was on offer than figuring out where he was. Maddie kept herself from visibly smirking. There was something she liked about guests like that. People whose only question was what was on tap. Maddie glanced at Jay. He gave a nod of assent. Assent, doesn't it say? Yes, Jay was willing to play the role of grillmaster today. We do serve food, she said. The man squinted up at the menu above him. My eyes don't work too well in this light, he said. Got a paper menu? Got her into a pirate voice. Maddie reached under the counter and pulled out a menu that looked just as aged as the man sitting in front of her. Its scars were from coffee stains, not cuts, but as she watched the man hold the menu, there was something about the combination of the two of them that felt right to her. The man stared at the menu for a good deal longer than it must have taken him to read everything on it. He finally spoke after a long considered pause. Do you suppose it'd be a problem if I were to order something if I didn't intend to actually eat it? It's not the kind of thing that would offend me, said Maddie. Actually, it was exactly the kind of thing that would offend her. Yet there was something in the way that the man asked that made her feel like whatever reason he might have for not eating the food he was served, it would be a good one, and she was half interested to find out what the man's reaction would be. I'll have the grilled halibut, he said. Ah, halibut, said Maddie. She understood. Many people enjoyed the concept of grilled fish more than they liked it in practice, and if this man knew himself well enough to be upfront and honest about that, she could respect that. I can't promise that it's never been frozen. I hope that's not a problem, she said. Sure that it wouldn't be. Sounds like my kind of fish, said the man. The best halibut swim in cold water. Ain't a problem if that happens, it's to be in solid form after the halibut passes. She nodded to Che, who nodded back and headed back to the freezer. The man placed both of his hands on the counter and folded them. There was something serene in the way that the man sat there with no inclination to glance around and inspect the cafe he was in. No nervous movements in his legs. No strained expression on his face to express that he was waiting for something to happen. He looked so calm that Maddie almost didn't want to disturb him, but she chaffed at the idea that only squeaky wheels were deserving of grease. Some wheels were just too polite to ask. Do you want a drink while you're waiting on that? I don't think I need a drink, said the man. All right, said Maddie, picking up a whiskey bottle and placing it in his field of view, a reminder of what he was free to ask for. The man squinted. Is that Jack Daniels? Indeed it is, said Maddie. The man's shoulders rose a bit in what looked like barely a chuckle. Got a fondness for that particular drink? It's just that we share the same name, said the man. I'm Jack Daniel. No relation to the distiller. I had several friends who took it upon themselves to check. As you might imagine, I've seen a lot of those bottles over the years. It's the kind of gift that people enjoy giving you when you have a name like that. Is it a gift that you enjoyed receiving? It's always a pleasure to receive a gift, said Jack. It's nice to know that you have friends who care about you and think about you. Is it a gift that you enjoy consuming? I had a shelf in my flat where I collected them, waiting for other people to come see so I'd have an excuse to open them. Ah, said Maddie, picking up the bottle and placing it below the counter. Sorry if I brought up a bad memory. He laughed. Where's the bad memory? They're good to receive from friends and good to share with friends. It's a reminder of the people who I was close to and the things I did with them. No need to apologize for that. Maddie smiled. She was beginning to find that she liked Jack, and it seemed like Jack was the kind of person who liked her, if for no other reason than that he liked people, and Maddie was, in fact, people. She chuckled with him, and she enjoyed the chuckle so much that she almost missed Jack's momentary sideways glance, an unguarded moment when his mind seemed to be on something other than what he was talking about. It was only an instant, but it was a flicker of pain that she had learned to recognize over the years. There was something in him that was hurting, even if he remembered his friends. A sense of loss? A regret about something left unsaid? Maddie wasn't sure. Whatever it was none of her business. But she wanted it to be her business. Well, anything you want, just ask, said Maddie. Cup of water. Warm glass of milk. 1 glass of milk? Oh, sorry. That was her asking. Warm. How old do you think I am? That's it. Maddie shrugged. 5 or 6, just the right age to drink a tall glass of milk without being shooed off the bed at 8 o'clock in the evening? I'm just barely older, said Jack. But if I do want that glass of milk, I guess I know who to ask. Okay. So there's a fisherman called Jack. Interesting. I wonder if he's gonna still be around the cafe at any point. Okay. My accent's okay, by the way, or did he sound absolutely terrible? Please feel free to let me know. I try to do a pirate accent. I could do it with more volume and gusto, but I don't want to be waking up the ladies. That would be rather unkind of me to do so. Ha. What was a ha for?
This one. Why are you making such a noise, eh? I can't even unlock you yet. You're gonna have to just wait. Screaming thing. Coffee making machine. All good, hopefully. I've seen some people have come and some people have gone. I'm not sure if they were offended by my accents or they're just not that into the game, you know. Continue. Oh god, continue, I guess. Yes. Haha. Right. Okay, cool. Just checking something was okay. That was all. It was okay. It was absolutely fantastic, in fact. Okay. Need a drink. I know a lot of people don't actually have a drink unless they actually get someone to redeem the hydrate thing. But I think when it comes to me reading constantly, I need a drink to make sure that my throat doesn't just die. Otherwise, how am I supposed to keep reading the dialogue?
Man, I'd love to see that. I could use a pick-me-up.
I can't promise it'll be there.
It's kind of inconsistent. Still though, a hallway that's only there sometimes? How do you get to the kitchen otherwise?
There's another slightly longer down one that we used to use instead. It's much less exciting. But on the upside, it's consistently there. I love telling new people about it though. The reaction's always hilarious.
I definitely didn't expect to be getting enthusiastic today over a weird quantum hallway. Or enthusiastic at all, actually, because as soon as I stopped to think about it, I realized I'm actually extremely messed up about this.
Why?
Okay, what is this book of symbols?
I understand. Your life has gone very weird very fast, conceptually speaking. Or, your unlife. Hang on, my head's in the way, isn't it? Whoops. There you go. Let's sort this out. There you go. Moving on. Unlife. I should be better at talking about this by now, shouldn't I?
Jeez. That's not a fun one to think about, huh? Just keep talking about the hallway so I can keep my mind off this.
To be honest, I'm not sure I could even properly explain a lot of what goes on in here. The building's mildly sentient, too much magic in the soul for not to be, really.
So the cafe's alive?
Not necessarily. Plenty of things have come to life here, but as far as we can tell, the building itself doesn't really fall into that category. Also, it mostly tends to shift itself in ways that are helpful, instead of frustrating. So, quantum hallways. I'm making myself a cuppa. You want something?
Nah, I'm good for now. Also, what's the barista's name? I didn't actually catch it and I feel like a jerk.
Maddie? She's the owner now. Not just a barista. She still makes coffee, of course. But since she's the owner now, she has a lot more to juggle. Why are you asking? Got your eye on her, eh?
No. I have a boyfriend.
That's nice. Didn't expect that, did you, mate?
Have? Oh geez, this is a lot. I can't imagine how he's feeling. Try not to think about it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You want that drink now?
I think I want something a little more potent than coffee right now. Sorry.
Don't enable him, Kashan.
Shush.
I can get you something stronger, mate. Would you like bourbon? Or is that too weak?
I thought this was a cafe.
Well, it is. Mostly. We do serve alcohol, though. And stronger things on request.
Stronger? Like what?
What the fuck does that say? Ergoto? Absinthe? Pure ethanol? You think a place like this wouldn't have anything stronger than that? Stronger than pure ethanol? Sure. Remind me later, I might pull out some of my special reserve. Don't enable him, Kashan. Hey, someone's got to drink it.
I know you're not going to touch the stuff aside from setting it on fire. I have perfectly good reasons for wanting to set a puddle of distilled soul on fire. We'll agree to disagree on that one. So, Kishan, what'll it be? Actually, I changed my mind on a coffee. Can I order something complex? Gotta treat myself on my last day of Earth. I'm after a sugar rush. If we have the ingredients, it shouldn't be an issue. Maddie can whip it up for you. Cool. In that case, can I have a large quadruple shot, double vanilla caramel, no foam, super hot, reverse, coconut milk macchiato. ... Oh my god. With 2 sugars and whipped cream on top. Maddie? Yes, dearest? Can you, I don't quite know how... Is this real? Oh, is it too much? I was gonna ask for a splash of bourbon in it, but that seemed a little extra. Well, yes, it is too much. It is a bad order, and I hate it. How bad? Worst one you've ever seen? No, I just hate it. Dang. Every single word of that increased my urge to set the espresso machine on fire so I wouldn't have to think about making coffee ever again. Except the bourbon bit. I put that in my coffee too. So with all that in mind, I have a counteroffer. Yeah? I'll make you another double shot long black, and I'll put bourbon in it. But I won't call you a hipster this time. If you decline my offer, I will strip your soul from your body and use it to scrub the counters at closing time. They will smell delicious afterwards, if that's any consolation. Yikes. That doesn't sound like a competitive counteroffer. Not the soul thing. I'll take the coffee. My generosity knows no bounds. What a smirk. Normie. Got him with something anyway. So in conclusion, that order sucked because it's inordinately complex to make. Has a heart attack worth of sugar in it, and is something that only impatient jerks ask for. Is it possible to die twice? Yep. You can die twice if you're brought back from the dead, or if you manage to really annoy someone between here and the next place, which is more likely because resurrection is illegal. But if you're asking whether you can get a heart attack or whatever, the answer is no. Life and death have a slightly different meaning here. Can't die from natural causes. It's a bit complex and weird, and we're still in the process of figuring out how it all works. I'm over 200 years old and I still haven't made proper sense of it yet. Just got some vague ideas. Right. So what's keeping me from just staying here? Like, I'm already dead. Why do I have to go to the next place? You've got a certain number of hours you're allowed to remain on the edge of the mortal realm. Hours are fungible. Fungible? They can be bought, sold, and exchanged, generally speaking. But the Council of Death always collects on debts owed to them, and you'll start running up a debt if you stay here too long. Your soul starts to get itchy too. It's not something you want to experience. We've had a few stay past there a lot of time, and they've gotten very uncomfortable very fast. It starts with general irritability, and then worse things begin to happen. And so on and so forth. Oh, Ashley's here, try to even notice her. Her head just banging on the table. It's a weird thing to wrap your head around. How long do I have before I need to make myself scarce? You get 24 hours. Any longer and we start to pick up the tab since you're on our premises. And as charming as you are, we've already racked up too much time debt from letting people stick around past their expiry date. And cash-wise, we're extremely poor. We've been a bit too lenient in the past, letting people stay just a little longer instead of gently shooing them on to the next plane of existence, etc. You know the drill. But hey, since hours are fungible, you can always acquire them some other way. Snap close. There's something happening tonight, actually, that you might be interested in. Seriously? You're still doing that? Shh. You know the council doesn't look at that stuff favorably. Ned said so himself. It draws customers and helps us shave down the debt. I'll take whatever I can get. And hey, fuck Ned. We have a 13-year-old right here, you know. She's heard enough coarse language for her lifetime. I'm not too worried about her. She's right, though. What? Every time Ned comes around, he makes you guys really stressed out. Maybe not you so much, but Maddie gets nervous and it brings down the mood, man. So fuck Ned. I think you've had too much coffee today, young lady. I'm crashing so hard right now, you have no idea. It's like I was crashing earlier, but that was just a pre-crash and I'm having a double crash or something. Sigh. Australian sigh. All I ask is that you try and keep swearing to a minimum when customers are around. Okay. Does Kashan count? It's fine. A couple of my housemates are tradies, so you learn to ignore it pretty quick. Are tradies... We're tradies? They're still tradies, unless they changed career in the last couple of days. But they're not my roommates anymore. Because... Hey mates, have I mentioned how much being dead sucks? Because it sucks and I feel extremely bad about it. Having a pretty bad time right now in general, to be honest. Yep. Even just adapting your language is a pain, isn't it? Want a proper drink now? Without coffee in it? Yeah. That'd be good. The TV didn't say anything about there being a storm tonight. Huh? It looks like a decent sized one's rolling in. Melbourne weather strikes again. I'll go upstairs and close the windows. Cheers. Come on, Ashley. Let's clean up your workbench while we're up there, yeah? Do you need a bribe? Yes. I have some chocolate hidden away. Acceptable. Definitely acceptable. I had some chocolate before the stream, and I felt much better after eating it. Wait. Dead people can still get drunk, yeah? Why else do you think we serve alcohol? To make money? Well, yeah. Hang on. Do I even have my wallet? Doubt it. I don't. Yeah. How does that work? Why do I have my clothes, but not the contents of my pockets? I don't know, dude. Everyone's experience is different. Death doesn't follow many rules. The only universal rule I can think of is that you can't stay. People don't generally come in without their clothes, fortunately. Ah, the thunder. Love the sound of rain. I'd love to be in that place right now, just a coffee shop in the dark, rain, storm going on. Beautiful. So about this drink, I guess you're gonna give me some straight vodka or something? Why is that? You don't like making complex drinks. Dude, no. I don't like making ridiculous caffeine-laced milkshakes for overcompensating soccer dads. I'm happy to mix a cocktail within reason. Oh, okay. What do you got then? Trey's got everything you can think of. And then some. I could go for a mint julep. What the hell's a julep? Hey, what's that outside? Is it a person? It's a person. Okay. There's a person with a weird shaped head, by the looks of it. Outside? Some guy out in the rain? Ah, shit. Maddie? Maddie, what's up? Let's get started on that drink. Rain is soothing to watch and to hear, I think. Not to stand in necessarily. But otherwise it's pretty good. Okay, moving on. Oh, hello, whoever you are, person. Morning. Hi. Hello, recently departed. Hey, that hat you're wearing kind of makes you look like... Ned Kelly. I could have sworn you were standing outside literally a second ago. So how'd he die? Good morning to you too. I see. Ned, oh that's Ned. Oh god, Ned the dead? It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Madeline. Piss off, Ned. That's not even my full name. Isn't it, Maddie? Jay said it was, and he never lies. He never said that. Well, no. But it was worth a try. A try at what? Catching me off balance? Some shit along those lines? Mate, I'm so off balance right now, a light breeze would knock my head over ass. Don't push me. Hey, this mint julep is great. Just wanted to contribute that to the conversation. So, you can catch the game last night? Did you catch? I think that's supposed to be yes. I know that Carlton beat Collingwood again. I don't care. Oof. Just making polite conversation. You should try it sometime. Maybe. Not for you, though. You've never come in during daylight hours before. What do you want? Oh, nothing much. I'd like to talk to Jay at some point, but it can wait, seeing as he's missing. Planning on sending out a search party? Might do. It'd be a shame to lose an old friend by letting him wander onto some train tracks or something. Well, shut up. He's upstairs, last I saw. What was the last you saw, Maddie? Tell me. Why are you like this? What was it? Last saw him walking upstairs. So he could be anywhere then. Probably fed the country to dodge the massive time debt you lot are racking up. You can't go far, he can't go far. I've got him on a pretty tight leash. And in regards to the debt, it's not your problem. You must not have heard. Not your problem. Jay, your dickhead friend Ned is here. Oi, I'm a distinguished gent, not a dickhead. I'll be down in a sec. Yeah, sure, but you also work for the Council of Death. So even if you are a distinguished gent, it cancels out. Is the Council of Death like a normal city council? Except for whenever people die, dead people live, sorry? Yeah, but the only trash that needs to be collected is right in front of me. This guy. Me? No. You. You're the trash, Ned. The trash is you. It's you. Ned, the trash man from hell. Because councils pick up trash, do they? That's the joke. Do they, though? Oh, cool. He's even got a head shaped like a rubbish bin. It's totally fitting. ... I'm not from hell. I don't care. And to be clear, Ned, in case we weren't already, you are the trash. Yeah, I get it. You know how long Jay's going to be? Dunno. He was busy upstairs with Ashley. Yeah, I had to hide like 5 steak knives from her. I didn't even know we had 5 steak knives. Be quiet there, mate. How long have you been sitting there? Does it matter? Well, your employee is being very rude to me. So if you'd heard any of that... I keep trying to tell him. My employee? Yes. We have some catching up to do. I don't follow. Did she quit? Did you fire her from gross incompetence? Far from it. There's been a bit of a shake-up in the cafe's management structure since you last visited. Oh no. Don't tell me you gave her the whole thing. Okay, I won't tell you. I tried to tell you before, man. Hey, does anyone else like mint juleps? Because this is great, and I'm nearly done, but also my tongue is numb, and I'm wondering what the hell is with that. Damn it, Kishan. Was there something you wanted to discuss? I need a drink before we go for all that. Sure. The usual? Yes, please. At least he said please. Very weird, man. Don't know why this voice is what came to mind first as well. How come he gets a curly straw? So, Jay, Spin me a tale of how and why you handed down the cafe to this person. Well, every man's got his price. Can my price be a curly straw too? Buddy, I'll give you 2 if it means you'll stop complaining about numb lips. Yeah, what did you make with this? What did you make this with? I couldn't find half the ingredients, so I put in a bunch of ergot and chili seeds. It's got some of the stuff though, so it's a mint julep in spirit, if nothing else. Does this have any mint or julep in it? At all? It definitely may be lacking mint, and I cannot confirm nor deny the existence of the mythical julep. You asked for ergoto earlier, though, so there you go. Mission complete. Maddie, I'm getting very drunk very fast. Ergoto does that to you. Here, I think you should have a little lie down. I'll get you some water. Yeah, he's fucked. I'm as strong as an ox. I don't need a lie down. Kishan, my dude, you absolutely need to get horizontal as soon as possible. You can sober up on one of the booths up the back. It's nice and quiet over there. Yeah. I'll find you. No, you won't. Up you get, mate. Bloody hell. It would have been helpful if you told me about this before. Probably. I'm not worried about it. Maddie knew that what she was getting into with this whole cafe situation, and it's natural that it might take a while for her to get a hang of running the business. Bloody hell. Bit of a dog's dinner though, isn't it? Oh, for sure. But it'll get better. Like I said, not worried about it. Well, you might want to hold your judgment on that for the moment. I am, unfortunately, here on official business. I should have given you a straw then. Shouldn't have given you a straw then. No, you shouldn't have. I look quite silly. Want me to get rid of it? It's just Maddie. She won't use it to derail our conversation or make me look like a fool or anything like that. Straw? No, I'll get you one after you've had a nap. You can sip the water like a normal person. I'll put it with the dirty dishes then. Nice looking straw though. Bing! Oh, now it's mine. The sacrifices I make for this job. Hey, you met me through it. So, can't have been all that bad. That was bloody 100 years ago. Man, really? Longer. Time flies when you're immortal, huh? Quasi-immortal. This old rust bucket's still got an expiry date somewhere down the line. What's this about my mortality? Hey, you should buy more plants. Shut up. Sorry, continue. Immortality? Nothing that I trust you with, that's for sure. Don't you want to see crotchety old me being rude to youngsters in 100 years? Truly, I do not. The far future doesn't need amateur necromancers. Your loss. So, you two heading upstairs? Actually, Ned does, in fact, have something fairly important to discuss with you. Oh? It's about the debt you owe to the council. Yeah, I know. What about it? Oh. Time to fight. Oh, we just gave out what's on. Maddie, it's time. You owe us over 600 hours. Jay signed a contract. The hours or the cafe. You own the cafe, so you own the debt. And tonight, I've come to collect. Well, shit, he's gonna murder me. Okay, continue. It's not letting me continue. Oh. Okay, weird. I hope this isn't copyright. Juleps, I have no idea what the fuck is meant juleps. Maybe I'll just, yeah, do that. Mute the desktop just in case. Press space to skip now, just because I want to make sure that this doesn't get, there is in fact a song playing, but you can't hear it. It's not bad. It's not a bad song, but this is the sort of thing I reckon this will be the copyright issue. The other part, maybe not so much, but this, yeah. If there's words involved, it's probably copyright. Also, I will still not put my face in the way so you can actually see everything that's going on. Hey, Maddie. Ha! Was that all just the intro of the game? Like, what the fuck is all this? Probably, yeah. Fucking Ned. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have chose that voice for Ned. Too late now. That's going to be a right good one for my throat. Hooray. Quite a few people here then. Necrobarista. And that was just the intro, and it's been an hour and a half. Jesus Christ. And now it is just rain. Thank you very much for that. Rocking the Batman voice. That was kind of intense. Do they do that often? The song and dance thing. Yeah, what do they think they are? Some sort of anime street gang? What sort of self-obsessed jerk has their own theme song? Don't be a downer, pal. No, I was talking about the dramatic encounter. Oh, between Maddie and Ned. Yes. Yeah, they've got chemistry. Not the romantic kind, the explosive kind. Can't leave them in the same room together or they'll kill each other. Bad history. Maddie's just a serially troublesome person from Ned's perspective. Doesn't help that she can't stop herself from pulling pranks on him. No, I suppose not. I mean, he doesn't make it easy either. I don't think he's used to having his authority questioned. She really gets under his skin. Wasn't he a famous criminal? Ah, therein lies the irony of the situation. What a strange world we live in. Again, who the fuck are these robots? Rocking that Batman voice. Where's the trigger? Oh hey, looks like we got more words to choose. Quantum's glowing. Why is it glowing? I'm gonna click it because it's glowing. Okay, if you got any words you really want me to pick, let me know before I possibly pick the rest. Because these ones weren't there before. Resurrection I'm going for. Pardon me. Oh, yeah, I've got a hiccup. A hickety burp, as I like to call them. Game. This is a game. Mythical. Mythical. Man, that's another good one. Pick on the big words. Game. I want to pick game solely because this is a game. No other reason. Any other ones? Give me a couple more, Foxy. I'm waiting. Who's still here, by the way, in the chat? If you're still here, if you're lurking or whatever, just give me a hello so I know you're still watching, hopefully enjoying the game. Urge. The Sinister Urge by Rob Zombie. Good album. And one more? No, we need two more, but I'll choose the last one, unless someone else jumps in with one. I'll have a drink whilst you're thinking. Drinking whilst you're thinking. Amateur, okay. Amateur, I wonder what that would be. Amateur, and I will choose... What's inside its filthy little pockets? That's what I do. Can't do my full-on Gollum voice because it's going to be too loud. Okay. These are the words I've chosen. Oh, Resurrection is lore. Amateur is guests. Quantum is magic. Urge is Maddie. Fair. Mythical is magic also. Game is Melbourne. And Pockets is Kashan. Random. Why is Pockets Kashan exactly? That was it, not Australia, Melbourne. You got it. You got it, friend. Just bring me back on for a bit. Hello, how's it going? Let's see if my camera starts lagging, I'll be like, excuse you. Oh no. Hang on a second. Thought I heard a bang upstairs, but it was nothing. Hi there, hi there. Yeah, I know you're here, folks. Again, I mean people who aren't talking. It's obvious that I know that you're here. I ask who's still here who isn't someone who's been actively conversing. It's nice I get to be upstairs though. I wanted to see what was up here. Something's screaming at me. Oh, what's this? What is this? Maddie's inbox, okay. I was gonna say, who's got glasses again? What's this one? This is the coffee shop. Okay, well I can't do that regardless. This is the keep the balance. What is this? Keep the balance. I can just unlock this for nothing. Okay, you're overdue this week, said Ned. He tapped a list of rules that Maddie kept posted by the door. This 24-hour rule, are you sure you've been enforcing it? Okay. You're overdue this week, said Ned. He tapped the list of rules that Maddie kept posted by the door. This 24-hour rule, are you sure you've been enforcing it? I think how we run things around here is none of your business, said Maddie. Actually, it absolutely is my business, said Ned. In fact, keeping the rules is basically my only business. That's kind of what the word enforcer means. I'm supposed to scold you for breaking the rules. So audit me. Fine, said Ned. Let me check your ledger. Sorry, let me check your ledger. We don't keep a ledger, said Maddie. Maybe you should, said Ned. Lots of places do. It's a great system. You have someone stand at the door and have them mark down whenever someone comes in or leaves. Then you forcibly evict people who are overstaying their welcome. I'm amazed that you don't have a system like that in place. Some people overstay their welcome, other people understay it, said Jay. There's no need to strictly keep track of how long people stay, right? Just maintain the balance. You're right, said Ned. All that matters is maintaining the balance. To maintain the balance, because when you don't, then we have a problem. We're a bit short-staffed to have someone acting as a full-time doorman, said Maddie. Figure it out, said Ned. He tapped the board listing the rules. Change 24 hours to 23 hours. When you say 24 hours, people think you just colloquially mean 1 day, and they don't pay attention to the specific time. When you say 23 hours, people actually have to keep track of what time it is. That would be fine, said Shay, except for the part where you're cutting time while people stay. Trust me, said Ned. Anyone who would go right up to the limit is probably going to go over it. I mean, that's true. 23 hours is going to mean 23 hours plus an extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, half hour plus however long it takes to finish their drink. And if they leave in less than 24 hours, who gives a shit? I give a shit, said Shay. You're right, you should give a shit, said Ned. In fact, you should celebrate whenever you manage to scoot someone out of here in under 24 hours, because the balance is upset and you've got to correct it. You can either correct the balance 1 hour at a time, or the council can come in here and repossess some souls. Or we can find someone who knows how to manage his property responsibly. He turned to Che. Come on, buddy. I don't want to have to take this place away. I don't have to take this place away from fucking him again. Again, make it easier to understand who it is. I don't read a lot. I probably should have known that. That would be quite an escalation, said Maddie. Well, you're already on the first level of escalation, which is a stern talking to, said Ned. Let's try not to escalate it any further. Chase sighed. Maddie cut him off. We'll change the rule to 23 hours. Okay? Buzz off. Well, really? Said Ned. Well, okay then. And while we're rewriting the signs, you should also take the green tea frappuccino off the menu. Frap should be for coffee, not tea. Done, said Maddie. Wait, really? Said Ned. Damn, I didn't realize you were so open to feedback. Also that caramel. We'll take it under advisement, said Maddie, placing a hand on Ned's chest and physically pushing him towards the door. Hold up, said Ned. What are you doing? Removing an unwanted guest, said Maddie. I need to practice if we're going to start enforcing those rules you care so much about. Now said Ned as he continued backpedaling to stay upright. Look, you could just... Bye, said Maddie as Ned crossed the threshold out of the cafe and Maddie shut the door in his face. She turned around, leaning her back against the door and sighed. Shay raised an eyebrow. You're serious about the rule change? Yeah, said Maddie. I'll change the sign in the menu after we close tonight. Wait, really? The rule change is just to keep him off our back, said Maddie. And the menu thing? I've been meaning to take that off anyway, said Maddie. It's the kind of menu item that attracts the worst sort of people. Well, okay, said Shay. Though I do think we should change the rule by 24 hours after things have had enough time to balance out. Of course, said Maddie. We don't want to upset the balance too far in the opposite direction. What would we do with all that extra time anyway? Okay. Cool tree. It is a cool tree. Oh, hello. Yep, I know where that is. I'm aware. I'm just looking around the upstairs. It's the tree of life. Potentially? I don't know. It's a tree. It's the tree. Oh, hello. What's this? Advisory role? Inform me of what you were talking about. Okay. Maddie was washing her hands when Ashley poked her head around the corner. Here to confess something or here to ask something, thought Maddie to herself as she dried her hands and turned to face the girl. Okay. Let's do this one just because I have the stuff for it. Okay, read. Hopefully my head's not in the way again. Is my head in the way? My head is in the way. Fuck it. I'll just read it anyway. Maddie was washing her hands when Ashley poked her head around the corner. Should I move my head? Fuck you. Fuck you, head. Here to confess something or here to ask for something, thought Maddie to herself as she dried her hands and turned to face the girl. The grin on Ashley's face confirmed that it was the latter. Maddie arched an eyebrow and turned to the coffee grinder. Ashley stepped around the corner and stood close enough to Maddie to occupy her field of view. Every time Maddie turned, Ashley again repositioned herself. She was waiting for Maddie to notice her. After a minute, Maddie decided that having Ashley hovering around her was more distracting than indulging whatever it was she wanted to talk about. What do you need, Ashley? I don't need anything, said Ashley. Though, now that you mention needing things, I think you might need something. Such as? An advisor, Ashley smiled triumphantly as she delivered the word. Uh-huh. What would I need an advisor for? To advise you, of course, said Ashley. And I suppose you have a suggestion for who I should take on as an advisor? Well, said Ashley, now you mention it, I'm not too busy. I could be your advisor. Because you're an expert on... advising. That's what an advisor needs to know about. And what makes you an expert on advising? I've been learning a lot about advisors, said Ashley. They get to help make important decisions. And then the person they're advising has to take responsibility for them. That's why I'd make a good advisor. Because you don't want to take responsibility for your actions? I take responsibility for my advice. But if someone follows my advice, then that's their decision and their responsibility. She's not entirely wrong. Duh. I don't think I need an advisor, said Maddie. Oh, but you do, said Ashley. Aren't you always complaining about how busy you are? Yes, said Maddie. So busy that I don't have time to have extra counseling sessions with you. I'm not going to be your counselor, Maddie. I'm going to be your advisor. The difference being, a counselor counsels and an advisor advises. Of course, said Maddie. Busy people always seem to have advisors, said Ashley. The Prime Minister has advisors, presidents do. All the most important people have advisors. Their advisors tend to be more experienced than they are, said Maddie. Advice travels from those who have it to those who need it. Well, I'm doing fine, so I don't need advising, said Ashley. But you could do with some advising, and I'd be happy to give you all the advice I've got. Plus, you're more important than I am. You're kind of like the Prime Minister of the Terminal, or the President of the Terminal, or whatever. The kind of person who needs advisors. I see, said Maddie. So, am I hired? You already have a lot. You already have a lot on your plate. Sorry, I'm sure, said Maddie. Nope, said Ashley. I've got lots of time free. In that case, you have time to wash these dishes for me, said Maddie, tossing a drying rack to Ashley. Let me know when you're done. Wait, said Ashley. I'm only free to advise. I'm physically fatigued from a long day of work. Only my mind has extra processing power. I can only help you if it's by advising. Well, advising has physical responsibilities associated with it, right? Said Maddie. Like sometimes an advisor will go places to get important information. I guess so, said Ashley. I can do anything that relates to giving you information. In that case, Advisor Ashley, I need you to give me a report on which of these plates looks best when it's sparkling clean. But they're all dirty right now. Exactly. Time for you to do some investigative research. See ya. And this is how you wash the dishes, little girl. Okay. Okay, right. Interesting little stories we've got going on. What was this? Delicate operation. I thought I said decapitate for some reason. I don't know why I saw decapitate. I might have a little something wrong with my head. Yeah, definitely not got enough stuff now. I'm pretty sure I'm using nearly everything on the things I've already looked at. What's this? Billiards. Billiards 1 requires Melbourne guests and a bit of death, or necromancy, I guess would be the correct term for the fisherman too. Hey, there's more of the fisherman. Okay, guest, food, and Maddie. Okay. Let's continue with the actual story then, I guess. There's nothing else I can do right now, as I know I've not got enough stuff. Let's say, let's go the whole way around, right? I've got to go back the whole way now. Okay, and, God, you moves fast around the bloody cafe. Just fell down the stairs, don't mind me. And here we are. Hey. Okay, let's continue then. I have a very itchy nose. You know how it is when you have an itchy nose. Yes, me too. Interesting, indeed. Right then. Okay. There goes my face again. Day 2, 12 p.m. The terminal. Whoa. Rise and shine. Don't wanna. You shouldn't waste your last hours on Earth sleeping. Man, I was hoping I was having a really long, weird dream. Sorry, no such luck. I'm still having trouble getting my head around it. I totally understand. Want a coffee? Coffee, eh? Oh, what's downstairs in the basement? Yeah, just something simple. Hipster coffee coming right up. What's going on downstairs? I didn't even know you had it downstairs. There's more of this place than meets the eye. Maddie's down there desperately trying to fix our debt situation. It sounds like she's hosting a cage match or something. Well, not exactly, but she's mentioned wanting to do that. There's some wrestler called the Red Comet that she wouldn't stop talking about for a while. And then because of that, Ashley got obsessed with wrestling for a bit and kept trying to suplex me. Did she manage to? She's tiny. A couple of times. Ha! It was very humiliating, I can imagine. But to properly answer your question, Maddie's running a gambling ring. Downstairs? All by herself? It's a fairly unconventional one. And by unconventional you mean... Mortals generally aren't involved. The stakes are higher than usual. Oh. Gambling for time in a cafe, I guess? People don't want to move on? Coffee's ready. Come over and get it. Come here, lazy bones, get your coffee yourself. I might have made it, but I ain't fucking bringing it to you. Don't matter if you're dead. They gamble for time, among other things. You don't sound like you're a huge fan of the idea. I'm not. It's undignified. I mean, as long as Maddie's not in danger, shouldn't it be fine? The council doesn't like it. They turn a blind eye because we don't cause trouble otherwise. But I'd rather not have to worry about bad things coming our way, because Maddie refuses to approach the problem from a different angle. And by the problem, you mean the dead, yeah? I was pretty drunk, but I think I remember Maddie storming off after Ned turned up. Yes. I'm a bit worried about her. Wish I could help. You all seem pretty nice. The thought's appreciated. Maddie will figure it out eventually, though, I'm sure. She just needs time. Hey, thanks for the coffee, by the way. I just realized you haven't actually made me pay for a bunch of them. Heh, how'd you expect to pay for them? Oh, right. Yeah, no cash. If I were feeling particularly capricious, I'd ask you to pay in time. But you're a nice kid, and you need every minute you've got. Oh, camera rocked for some reason. You want to head downstairs? I can see your eyes darting to the stairs. I'm not going down, but I'm also not going to stop you. Yeah, if that's okay. Go on then. I'll stick up around here. Stick around up here, sorry. Stick up around. Catch you in a bit. What's going on downstairs? Ooh, gambling for time, you say? Interesting. The stairs led down to the basement were solid and well worn. Sorry, the stairs that. With smooth ruts on each step and a handrail that had been polished to a silky sheen for years of use. Kishan had always liked stairwells. People never lingered in them for long, and he'd found them to be a good place to catch a breather. He wasn't obsessed with them. That'd be weird. But he definitely appreciated a nice set of stairs. On further reflection, it was probably a little weird. Downstairs, Maddie's audience clamored for blood. From you to me. With the understanding that your remaining moments on this plane are limited, you surrender this time freely without coercion, as agreed. Contract fulfilled. You're free to go. Phew. There's a knife. Okay. Kishan? That's 3 in a row, you bloodthirsty bastards. The crowd cheered. Maddie was clearly an expert at winding them up into a frenzy. Who's next? The room fell dead silent. Come on, isn't anyone here brave enough to challenge me? I thought you came here to play with knives, you pansies. Seriously, anyone? Don't hold out on me. Do I need to pick someone out from the crowd then? Is that what we've come to? Maddie's gaze swept the audience. Kishan, good to see you upright. Interested in the game of skill? Me? Yes, you. Oh, sure. Give me some enthusiasm, my man. Sure. What's the game? 5-finger fillet. Some of the people in here just call it knife game. You heard of it? Huh. I just so happen to be a master of that game. Oh, finally something I'm good at. Episode 3. Rise and Shine. I didn't even see the first and second episodes. I kind of completely forgot about it. Do it, Kishan. Do a spin. You got a lot of knives in this place. Tell me about it. Yeah, he did this. He did the spinny thing. Damn, this thing has a good weight to it. Of course, I wouldn't make you compete with an inferior tool. Huh. What? Sorry, I was waiting for you to segue into calling me an inferior tool. Shit, that was a low-hanging fruit, wasn't it? Next time, mate. Sure. Kishan did another experimental slash, and this time it made an audible whoosh. The spectators oohed and ahed. But this wasn't for them. He knew that he only had one shot to get accustomed to the blade. Right then. You done showing off? Nothing wrong with putting on a little show. Sounds like you're stalling for time. Getting cold feet, perhaps? Psh, not a chance. Let's get started then. You know what you're wagering? Che mentioned something about you gambling with time. Ugh, it's not gambling if it's a game of skill. But that's beside the point. We're both wagering 4 hours. If you win, it comes from the cafe's balance. If I win, it comes from yours. You've got around 16 hours left in case you weren't keeping track. Shit, only that many? Want a little extra time to play with then? Hell yes. Let's stop wasting it and get this over with. You sure you know what you're getting into? Most people are pretty shy about playing with the time they have left, especially when their tank's running as empty as yours. Yep, come on. Unless you're getting cold feet. Hardly. You've got 30 seconds. Smack the timer when you're ready. He's gonna smile. Okay, what are you doing then? The crowd cheered and Kishan fed off their enthusiasm. In response, Maddie leaned back and tapped her finger on the table, feigning impatience. He met her eyes, grinned, and continued his performance. His stabbing motion got faster as he went, the point narrowly missing each of his fingers. Stabs strong enough to drive the knife of a millimeter or two into the table were good if you wanted to push on a show. And of course, giving the spectators a show was part of the fun. You might be going fast enough to put on a show, but you're not going fast enough to win. Keep going then, bub. How'd I do? 16 sets if I counted correctly. Whoa. I couldn't do 16. That's how Maddie beat me with. Is she gonna lose? Nah, she's gonna kick his arse. Feeling good about that result? Certainly am. Rightio then. Watch closely. Oh, I will. Cool, 16. Oh, she's crazy. Brrr. 1. 3. 7. 11. 15. Told you, she's unbeatable. Is it magic? She could cheat if she wanted to. Definitely not. She's just that good. Poor guy, he didn't know what he was getting into. Sorry, mate. You beat me fair and square. I'm pretty impressed. Aim to please. I'll be taking those hours now if you don't mind. Yeah, sure. How does this work? Hold out your hand. Oh, that works. Just like this. You won't feel a thing. Kishan felt a brief tightness in his chest, and for a moment the tip of Maddie's finger burned white hot. Ow! Shit! Someone in the crowd laughed. Sorry, I lied. It's done now, though. Alright. Does anyone else dare to compete with me? Come on, looking for some actual decent opposition here. I'll take any challenge. Even if it's chess or something. Any challenge? I'll challenge... Oh, hello. I challenge you. Oh, hello. What are you doing, Shay? To get everyone a drink. Rounds on me. What a nice man. It's like, what are you doing in there, you little bitch? I didn't realize you were watching. There wasn't anything actually happening upstairs and I got bored. Right. So, you took some hours from Kishan, huh? Yes, I did. Do you feel good about that? Jay, do you? I won them fair and square. He didn't know what he was getting into. There's an obvious power imbalance here that you're exploiting. He knew the rules. That doesn't change anything. Whoops. You led him to believe that he gets some extra time. And, barring a miracle on his part, that absolutely wasn't going to happen. Doesn't matter. He's just passing through. A couple hours won't make any difference. Angry Che. Maddie, I'm disappointed in you. Our patrons respect us. We need to earn that respect by treating them with respect ourselves. This is not... what the hell is this voice I'm doing? This is not respectful or dignified. Treating vulnerable passers throughout their time. We're above that. We're better than that. I don't care whether you think it's dishonest or not. I want you to give that poor man his time back. Do it. Don't pout. This is serious. I feel like a broken record saying this, but while I understand your intentions are good, you can't keep doing these things. ... It's all for you. If you really want to do this for me, find another way. Because I do not condone this shit. This isn't worth it, Maddie. Breaks my heart to see you like this, and I know that you're trying your hardest. But it's really, truly is not worth sacrificing your own self-respect over. Everyone here respects you. But you gambling with hours just cheapens that. I'll give the hours back. Shame. I was pretty great with the knife. Still not as good as me. Yeah, I was pretty close. What's going on with these two, eh? Some unspoken relationship, but that was a serious business, exactly. Don't mind me, need a drink. Also, by the way, I'm still here. How's it going? Obviously, I've been talking the whole time. What's next? The loading screen. Hooray! Ah, dear. Oh, God. I swear I hit my microphone every fucking stream, don't I? Keep me facing like this. Lovelace.
Yes.
What form did you have before being reborn?
I think it was a crab.
Come on, I'm being serious. Ashley wouldn't harvest spirit liquid from a crab.
You're assuming an awful lot about how squeamish she is. As far as I can remember, I lived above streets next to the sky. So, a bird then, wings and feathers and such. No, not that. I do remember flying though.
Oh, were you a sugar glider?
Describe.
Did you eat insects and trap sap and flower nectar?
That is familiar. Wonder how Ashley found you then?
Could have been anything really. You mentioned bright lights earlier.
Oof. Big oof.
Yeah, I'm thinking you got hit by a car.
That seems likely. Is that bad?
I mean, you're here now, so...
Whether you like it or not.
Shut up.
I am still adjusting. Oh, the way this is the one on the left had his arms crossed and just like this. Like, what is this shit?
Cheers, my dear. Exactly. Oh, hello. I forgot this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words, so we're gonna only miss 2 of them. Okay. I like white hot and blood. Sleeping, extra time, luck. Trying to pick the last 2, Foxy? Or anyone else wants to jump in with the last one of the last words. If anyone's still in the chat here to talk, or if you guys are just lurking. There's a few people here. But I get the feeling you guys are just here to watch. Enjoy the story and not have to talk. You don't have to talk. It's just nice to know who's here. Oh, I'm having to check. Power imbalance, okay. That's one. One more.
One more, please.
Suplex. I had a feeling that you might choose suplex. Okay, sleeping. Lore, blood, death. That's what the, yes, what's called is luck, magic. Lots of magic, extra time, Maddie. Suplex, Ashley, yeah. Power imbalance, Jay. Why hot magic? Oh, so many magic. I have all the magic. Hurrah. Right then. Righty tighty, rooney roo. I'm enjoying this. How about you? It rhymes, so you know it's true. And so did that. Oh, now I'm in De Basamonte. Oh, they're nice. Beth? Fuck is Beth? Who is Beth? Not getting any of that. I got fucking out 5 magic. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm definitely opening up more of a cafe. That's for damn sure. Fight Club. Wandering Spirit. Okay. I can just unlock this without doing anything. Okay, sure. I won't read the top bit because it's only going to be the start of it, the story anyway. Oh, okay. Hide my head. Kashan's footsteps echoed in a way that startled him. Were his footsteps always so loud? Perhaps it was just the contrast of the surrounding environment which seemed completely silent. That seemed completely silent. That made his footfalls seem so jarringly loud as he walked along the catwalk. He was on a catwalk. Why was he on a catwalk? There seemed to be a gaping space below him, filled with some sort of mist that he couldn't see through. It was fog-like, and yet, despite the fog that lapped at his feet, the air felt so dry. The air was thick here. As he breathed heavily, Kashan felt an overwhelming sweet, sickly odor like the smell of wet or rotting wood, but all he could see around him were steel beams and a concrete path in front of him. Was it rust he was smelling? No, he knew the smell of rust. This was different. This smell was somehow organic, like the smell of a forest after a fresh rainfall. Kashan shivered. Shiver your timbers. Far in the distance, he could see what looked like a building of some sort, so far away that it made the structure he was inside feel almost tunnel-like, as if its only purpose was to convey him to that distant building. He continued walking forward, but as he walked, the building seemed to be growing more and more distant. He quickened his pace, and as he walked faster, he could feel himself moving through the thick, stifling air. Yet as he looked down, he could see the texture of the catwalk in front of him unchanged, as though he were walking in place. Kishan started to turn backward, but saw only a blinding light. His eyes immediately shut, and when he opened them, he was again facing into the tunnel, with the distant building at the center of his field of view. He tried turning around, but every time he tried to turn his head, his eyes involuntarily shut at the sight of the light. He was forced to close his eyes or look away, always confronted again with the sight of this small hut where he opened his eyes. His heart pounded violently inside of his chest. The tunnel was so quiet that he could hear his own heartbeat, feel his own pulse inside of his head. That feels weird, that does. Something about this place felt deeply, incredibly wrong. Get back. I have to get back. He tried turning again, and this time found himself unable to even begin rotating his body before his eyes snapped shut, placing him again in a world of darkness until he opened them again and was grunted with the sight of a small hut in the distance, now looking more far away than ever. I have to get back. Kishan kept facing the building and took a step backward. As he placed his foot on the ground, he felt a gust of wind knock him forward. He let out a yelp of terror. Instinctively, his hands reached for the opposite edges of the catwalk as he fell, trying to steady himself for fear of falling off. The catwalk was wide enough that his body didn't land close enough to the edge for that to have it been a risk, and yet as he looked toward the edge, he felt a growing sense of dread that there was something down there that would capture him if he allowed it to catch even the smallest hold of him. Almost as he fought it, he felt the sensation of something pressing against his legs. He stumbled to his feet. He ran forward. The hut ahead of him seemed to grow no closer as he ran, but he ran all the same, running not to reach a destination, but to be away from whatever it was that was behind him. Moments ago, his only thought was an overwhelming desire to turn back, a worry that he was somehow trapped in here. But now that worry was replaced with an overwhelming sense of dread that propelled him forward. He had been pushed forward by something behind him. Kishan leaned forward and ran. He was no runner. He often found himself winded when forced to climb more than one flight of stairs. Relatable. And yet he ran and felt no sense of tiredness holding him back, no need to catch his breath. Maybe it was the thick air here that somehow never allowed him to run out of breath. Maybe it was that the fear of whatever it was behind him was that strong. Kishan felt the air stinging in his eyes as he ran. By now he was running so fast that the thick air felt like hot wind on his face. I felt this is like the story of how he actually got to the cafe. Tears began running down his face, but he couldn't find it in him to raise a hand to wipe at his eyes. That would mean slowing his sprint. So he closed his eyes, fully aware that he was running down a catwalk that had no handrail on either side. At this point, he didn't care. He ran and ran. Long after the tears on his face had dried, Kishan realized that he could hear only the sound of his own feet as they struck the catwalk. He couldn't even hear the rush of wind, even as it seemed to buffet his face. There were no sounds of anyone or anything pursuing him. Perhaps there was no pursuer at all. He allowed himself to open his eyes and look down. He looked over his shoulder. This time there was no blinding light, only a distant glow like the light at the end of the long tunnel. In a way, it was a light at the end of the long tunnel, and in observing the dim glow of the distant light, Kishan suddenly realized just how far he had ran. He turned around and saw the building right in front of him. It had windows that were covered with the same fog that covered the ground around him. Kishan reached for the door handle. He half expected it to be locked, and felt a moment of panic as the handle bowed under the pressure of his hand. Was he ready to face whatever was on the other side of that door? Did he even want to enter? Did he have a choice? What was it that awaited him inside of this building? Answers or more baffling questions? Kishan looked down at the tunnel and suddenly felt cold. Whatever this place was, he needed to escape it, and the only form of egress that seemed available to him was the door of this building. He leaned on the handle and felt the door swing open. Yeah, I feel that was the, Was this open a second ago? It wasn't, was it? I didn't think it was open a second ago. The cellar, staff only, or the terminal. Okay, this goes back upstairs. I could have swore this wasn't open. Does the music change depending on where I am in the cafe? What's this? Ashley's journal. Ashley has journal. I can actually do this. Jesus. Might as well while I'm down there. Unlock. More required reading to do. Okay. It's a shorter one. Battle Royale robot power rankings. Alpha Charlie Echo. All the commentators say this robot ace probably because it's so good. It seems biased for them to call one particular robot ace, but it's obvious how it got its name when it wins all the time. At first it looks like this bot doesn't have a weapon and it's just designed to be really fast and agile. Then you realize that its entire body is a weapon for ramming into unsuspecting people. This would be a great tactic if you got into a fight when you didn't have a weapon. You don't need a flamethrower or a buzzsaw if you just have a 150 kilogram body and can ram into people really fast. This probably wouldn't work very well for me because I don't weigh 150 kilograms and I'm pretty small. But this isn't a problem since I usually carry things that can be used as weapons. Like I could carry a crowbar, and then if someone tried to attack me, I could take the L end and jam the crowbar under their feet and then pull it up and use it to knock them off balance, even though I'm probably smaller than most people. I'm not sure why it's named Alpha Charlie Echo. Yeah, because it spells ace, that's why. I assumed it was a remake or made in the style of a bot called Alpha Charlie, but there aren't any other bots by that name, and the team that made it are all rookies. Also, none of them are named Charlie. Maybe it's named after someone's dad or brother. Their next robot will probably be called Beta Charlie Echo, or maybe Alpha V2 Charlie Echo, or Final 2 Charlie Echo. Yeah, I don't think she realized it's ace. She's smart, but not that smart. That's one of those things like she's a genius, but she doesn't understand basic things because she's too busy thinking too hard about everything else. Oh, billiards, okay. How many fucking things did it get in this place? Jeez, so many. Like, yeah, I was gonna say, is this growing? Rotten puppy? Excuse you? Rotten puppy? Concerned. Yes, I am. Okay, back upstairs then. I'm going back up into the cafe. Hello. Oh, there is the plant. Yeah, I don't think I can really do anything else with the rest of the stuffs. So I can just carry on the main story, I suppose. Continue? Oh, I just might. Yes, I will. Okay. Not sure exactly. Oh dear. Oh, big stretch. Oh, hello, it's Kashan. Okay. Don't mind me, Kashan. Let me just move my head out your way. Pardon me. Day 2, 5 p.m. outside the terminal. Oh, it's Ned. Great. You right? Yeah, I guess. Cool. Mind if I join you? Go for it. He's a big bloke with such a small head. Durry. You want a durry? I'm sorry, Durry. Coffin nail. Cigarette. Do you want to smoke or nah? Oh, right, of course. Yeah, sure. Sorry, it's been a weird day. That'll kill you, you know? Oh, wait. Thanks. No worries. Where you from, then? Huh? You're the first to ask. I live in Collingwood. Oh, yeah? Whereabouts? Smith Street? Bit pricey up there these days, isn't it? Bet you like your Ava toast. Piss off. I got housemates. Well, nah, I know what you mean. Bit odd. Being dead and all that. Takes some getting used to. People keep saying that, but it doesn't make me feel any better. I understand. Do you? I reckon as much as anyone can, yeah. Right. Hey, who's saying that? Hey, what's Avo toast actually taste like? Huh? I guess right. I've never had it. Can't you go out and just eat some? I'm sure Maddie could whip it up if you asked. Avocados are a highly malevolent fruit. Don't trust them one bit.
Okay.
Plus, I got this whole situation.
Oh, so that's what the straw was for.
You got it. So what does it taste like?
I don't know, like avocado and toasted bread. Avocado is kind of cold and mushy, but it's got a good taste.
Like peas.
Definitely better than mushy peas. I don't like mushy peas.
Love me a bowl of peas, mate.
What, because they're the only thing you can eat through a straw?
Watch yourself.
Gonna zap me with your death cancel powers?
First off, it's the Council of Death, not a death council. They're totally different things. Secondly, you really think that's what we do? Walk around shooting lightning out of our fingers?
Well, when you put it like that, it sounds a bit silly, yeah.
We don't do anything like that. We just keep things running smoothly is all. Harassing cafe owners to settle their... Owners to settle... Fuck, no, I pressed the button. Whoopsie, said something, settle their debts.
So you just keep the peace?
As fucking ironic as that sounds, yeah, Ned keeps the peace.
Dude.
I know. Want another?
Sure. They're friends now. Best friends for life. BFFs. I guess that is supposed to be the gate to continue on, perhaps? Oh, now Maddie's suddenly here. ... I love the sunrises here.
They're alright.
You watch many sunrises, Ned?
Not enough, no. Even semi-immortals need their sleep.
I just like to sit here and watch it. Even when it's cloudy or raining, there's just something about watching the sunrise that makes it easier to deal with the coming day.
Feeling optimistic all of a sudden?
No, I still feel like shit. How about you, Kashan? Oh, he is sad. I only have a few hours left, he's thinking. Kashan? I don't feel great. I'm still having a lot of trouble, You guys, I'm dead. I've only got a couple hours left before I have to go, and I don't think anyone here really properly understands what it's like to see your last sunrise ever without any idea of what comes next, and that is really fucking terrifying. I'm never gonna see my friends or my boyfriend or my family again. I'm just gonna pass on, and I'll never know how they'll remember me or mourn me if I'm even gonna be remembered as a good dude who tried his best, or if I'll just be forgotten in a year. But that good dude who tried his best couldn't even win a friggin' game of five-finger fillet in the basement of a cafe that basically sits on the banks of the Styx as far as I can tell. And, God, I can't even tell if that matters. Were the stakes low? High? I can't tell. I'm so disoriented, and I'm trying so desperately to feel something, but it all feels like I'm slipping away with every second. I'm losing myself by degrees, and that's incredibly scary, and I don't know how to deal with it. He's got a green glow around him suddenly for some reason. You feel better now? Yeah, fair cop. I actually came out to apologize for that. The game.
Oh, for God's sakes, Maddie. Have you been gambling again?
Can it, Ned? Kishan, I shouldn't have taken that time from you. You took it fair and square. I don't feel like I did, so I'm giving it back. Believe me, I'm as surprised as you are. I don't usually do this. What's different this time? That's my business. I can't believe
I can't believe you're still swindling people out of hours to try and fix your debt.
Dude, I know.
It's bloody undignified, and it's a clear violation of the rules.
I will banish you right now, my man.
I thought you'd stop pulling that crap once you took ownership of the cafe from Jay. You really think doing this is going to help you pay this debt?
Yes, absolutely. And if you've got any bright ideas on how to do it otherwise, I'm all ears.
You should have never granted you and Jay those licenses to practice. You've obviously failed to be responsible with them.
You really think we wouldn't be doing it if we didn't have the licenses, Bushman? Given your history, the hypocrisy on display here is astounding.
That's all behind me, and you know it. I've been working on doing some good for the last 100 years.
With the council? Really?
Yes, we maintain the balance. You know why that's important?
Sure do. I don't need you moralizing at me from from your ivory tower.
Give it a rest, guys. But pull in the last day on Earth card. Quit it. That'll work. Or Uno reverse. And she's going. I'll be inside. Come find me when you want those hours back, Kashan. Okay. For what it's worth, I'm sorry about all of this. I've never been to the other side. I was too afraid to leave. Walked the land for decades, evading the council. That's a crime they call revenancy. Staying too long, upsetting the balance. But in lieu of putting me straight to the next place, or some sort of eternal punishment, the council offered me a job. Sorry, that's all stuff you don't care about, I suppose. Yeah, it's interesting enough. Nah, I'm just filling up empty air. You should head inside and grab those hours back. Truth be told, I'm not feeling especially fond of Maddie right now. She might have been dishonest with you, but even I can tell that she's at the end of her rope. And you might not be able to see it yet, but I think the people in there are fond of you. You think so? Maddie wouldn't have offered the hours back if there wasn't something different about you. Plus, that kid Ashley seems to like you, yeah. I guess. She just dragged me off and got me to hold screwdrivers for her. Trust me, she thinks you're great. Go on, go inside and say hi. I've got some business to go stick my nose into anyway. Alright. Catch you in a bit. I got some questions about the council. Of course, I won't be out for long. Later, mate. Later, mate. Goodbye. That dog. I didn't hear a dog. I'm not sure if it's in the game or if it's outside again in real life. It's just a persona problem. Hey. Yo. Do you want his hours back? I guess so. It's only 4 hours. I don't feel like it'll make much difference. If it's okay, I prefer that you have them. Ashley's been enjoying having you around. Just Ashley? And me too, I guess. You seem pretty reluctant to admit that, my dude. Don't psychoanalyze me. Sit still for a minute. Alright, lay your hand on mine and place your index finger on my wrist. This is part of your ritual or just an excuse to hold hands? Shut up. That's not a wrist, mate. Thanks. Watch carefully, and no matter what you do, don't move your hand. There's usually a binding spell I use to make sure that doesn't happen, but I have run out of the reagents required, and you probably don't care about that. True. Alright, yep. I give this time freely and without coercion. As above, so below, I maintain the balance. Oh. I maintain the balance. You moved your hand. Why'd you move your hand, boy? That's it. How'd you feel? I actually feel better. I feel less itchy. Yeah, we weren't kidding about that yesterday. As you linger, you begin to upset the balance, and as I understand, it doesn't feel good. Right, yeah. Why does Ned get to stick around then? Does he just ignore it? Accounts are a special case. They're more similar to demigods or demons than they are to us. That's fascinating. Tell me about it. I'd have joined ages ago, but they're uptight dicks. They don't seem so bad to me. That's because you've not run into any of their ridiculous rules. Bunch of bloody regulations on manipulating life force and certain standards on the treatment of spirits. Is that why you've got to give me the hours back? Because Ned realized you broke the rules? No, that was all within the guidelines, despite his blustering. I gave them back because I felt bad. That's all. Oh, neat, so you pity me. I love that. I'm actually really into it. No, dude, it's not like that at all. Nah, you don't need to clarify. I get it. Seriously. Last day on Earth. Moving on. Fine, sure. I'm sorry. Ding-a-ling. Jay? Sorry, I gotta serve this customer. I'll help. Really? It's probably not a two-person job. Yep. Come on. Let's do it anyway. I can't hear a dog. Well, maybe it is outside here. I haven't got a dog, so fuck knows where it's coming from. Hello, anyone who's here in the chat, by the way. How you doing? Feel free to actually talk in the chat. I will respond to you. It's just I'm obviously reading a lot of the dialogue. If people are talking in chat, I will respond. Hope you're all doing okay, everyone who's watching. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. If you do, feel free. Hope you're all having a good day, evening, whatever time it is for you. I am enjoying this because it's quite relaxed, and this coffee shop is somewhere I want to go in real life, but I don't think it exists, which is a shame. Day 2, 6 p.m, the terminal. Day 2 was day 3 a minute ago. Phew. Anything else it needs doing? Nah, I'm gonna take this tray of glasses into the kitchen. You can go chill for a bit. I'll take them. You need to break. Sure. Where's the kitchen? That way. You'll find it eventually. Cool. Back in a minute. Don't break the plates, mate. Don't break the plates. Ghost dog. That could be a ghost dog. Okay. Anyone new gonna show up? Very nice cafe. Ah, Che and Ashley.
Your pawns are nothing compared to the raw power of my castles. Nothing.
Yeah? What's this then? Boom. Get fucked, castle.
Ah! My castle. Brought low by my own hubris.
Nah, it was just a pawn. And maybe a little bit of hubris. Bishop. Knight.
Ah!
Your other castle and check.
Check, you say?
Oh, I didn't think of that.
You activated my trap card.
I am laughing.
Oh, hey, Maddie, come check this out. I tricked him into a false sense of security.
Oh man, that's embarrassing. You seriously let her outmaneuver you that hard? Yes. I'm very ashamed. I suppose the real hubris was beside me all along.
I friggin' love winning. I should try doing this more often.
I should try winning more often. Pfft, a chance win at chess. Could grow into a big winning streak, you know?
You wanna play something with us?
I should really head back down to the bar. There's nobody there. Come on, take a load off. If anyone really needs you, they'll know where to find you. How about I grab us all a drink, make sure there's nobody waiting down there, then we play something. Won't be 5 minutes.
You actually gonna come back this time? You never come back.
Oh. Isn't that sad? I'll come back. Promise. Why don't you pick out a game while I'm gone? Let's finish something, Ashley. What do you feel like playing today? So let's find something. God, I can fucking read, I swear.
Something with lots of dice.
Dice it is. Let's play Liar's Dice. I'm good at that. We'll see you in a minute, Maddie. Day 2, Ashley's workshop. Okay. In a minute. Oh, what the fuck is that? That's a weird wobbly window. It's a wobbly window. Okay. What we got here? Is that Ned? Where we got playing pieces? Oh yeah, she has got a robotic arm. I only just noticed that. Yeah, her right arm's robotic. Crazy.
And that's why the fourth reason of Rogue Battle Royale was an absolute betrayal.
Season, fuck's sake. But you still want to be on it one day? Yeah.
Well, yeah. Unless an indie circuit opens up.
Like in wrestling?
Exactly like in wrestling. Melbourne's got a local show. I want something like that.
You could probably put your own local league together if you worked really hard. Perhaps you could build the robots and get people to battle them.
Human control bots are boring though. I want to get more of that spirit juice and put together a bigger Ashling.
How big?
I think I'll start at car size, then move on to more of a bus adjacent form factor.
Not sure we have enough to power one of those. You'd have to get Maddie to source a large amount of it. We need liters of it at least. Okay.
That'd be super cool. Didn't you say it was illegal though?
Well, technically. But what Ned doesn't know won't hurt him. What Ned doesn't hurt won't know him. Well, go on, well done me. He'd lose his head if he knew half the things we were doing around here. I don't know, he seems fairly lenient with you, right? Yeah, he wasn't always like that. A long time before you turned up, he nearly shut me down because would you believe it's because I shouted a criminal? Ned nearly shut you down because of that? Am I thinking of the same criminal you are? Trust me, the irony was apparent. I found it very, very funny.
What sort of criminal were they?
Just a minor demon on the run. I don't know what she did to get a price on her head. I just took her in when she stumbled through the door, dripping blood everywhere. That's metal. It was extremely metal.
How long did you manage to hide her for?
Not too long. Maybe 6 weeks. The time flew by, if I'm honest.
Why is that? Was she from the clock realm?
No, nothing like that. We, bonded. With our genitals.
Magically? How'd you do that? I thought I heard you telling Maddie that sort of thing was impossible between beings on this plane.
No, not magically. We were, lovers.
Ew. Yuck. Ew.
Very funny. Happier days. I love hearing about when you were young and reckless. Gosh, what do you think I am now, huh? Old and boring?
Definitely old.
Despite myself, I must say you're definitely not boring. That's that patented Maddie charm. Well, you know me, I'm full of them. Oh yeah. Charms. Hexes. Curses. That's all on your account, old man. I won't deny it. Hey, Maddie.
Hey dude, having trouble finding the kitchen?
Yeah, I couldn't, I checked everywhere.
It's just behind the bar, man. You can't miss it.
I told you, I checked everywhere.
Nah, you're not catching my drift. It's just behind the bar. You can't miss it.
Have another look, it'll be there this time. Sometimes you gotta remind the quantum hallways that they exist. I see. Fine. Okay, bye then, Kashan, I guess. How long are we gonna keep him here, Maddie?
Oh, we're keeping him?
No, we're not keeping him. I'm gonna let him stay as long as he wants. He'll leave on his own accord at some point. You feel sorry for him. Weirdly, yes. I don't usually get attached to customers, but he's a good dude.
I like him.
Do you like him because he's nice? Or because he was good at passing your tools over?
Yes.
Don't get too attached. He's not going to be here forever.
Well, duh, I know how it works. I'm going to enjoy having him around just like you taught me. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.
Ashley. That's from the motivational calendar I threw out last week. I never said that.
Same. I'm used to people moving on in this point, is the point. I can deal with it.
Fuck, I can read, I swear. I can deal with it. It looks like a weird fish tank. It does it look like a weird fish tank, doesn't it?
The porthole. Look who's stuck in the porthole.
Good. Day 2, 6:30 p.m. The terminal. Again. Where else is it gonna be? Pretty sure this whole game is set in the terminal, isn't it? Okay then. What's next? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Oh, here comes Ned. Oh, get ready to wreck my throat again. Hooray! Better have a drink. Wait for it. Oh, why would you throw the mug? The cup. Over the... Okay. Fuck. Gotcha, buddy. Okay, the lads are going at it again. Looks like it, exactly. You're gonna keep staring at the coffee stain or nah? Yes. Okay, whatever. What do you want from this conversation? I'm an open book as far as matters of life and death are concerned. Yeah, I don't want to go. I know you've probably heard this from, I don't know, like 1,000 people or whatever. It's not about staying around for people or wanting to go back to my old life. As wonderful as not stressful as that sounds, Like, I'm not afraid of what lies on the other side. I don't think there's any point in worrying about it until I'm there. I just don't think I spent enough time here.
The cafe.
No. All this, I could guess you could call it this plane?
Roughly speaking, I suppose so.
I want to know what you did to be able to stay.
Sure. Did Maddie give you those hours back?
Yeah? Why?
Well, that's a way. You can just find enough hours to stay as a spirit. Half here, half gone. But it's a wretched existence. I wouldn't want to live like that.
How would you find the hours, though? It's only so many you can get from consenting beings, right?
The crappy psychology gambling aside, you're right, yes. So the question is, how do you do that? How do you create life from nothing? The answer is that you can't, Kishan. It's impossible. There's always got to be some sort of balance maintained. Everyone who learns to manipulate the fundamental life forces understands that, no matter whether they're doing good or bad things with their skills. Here's the thing, though. You don't need both parties to agree. It's just a social nicety, something that separates us from, well, people that don't do that. Sorry. That's where the idea of vampires came from, for example. Those bastards. They're not special or anything. They're just dickheads. Anyway, if you can take life force from people, you can also drain it from animals or plants. But in this business, there's a lot we don't or can't understand. One of the things we can't understand is why life force from animals and plants is tainted. It feels gross. If it didn't, everyone would take it and consequences be damned. How are you feeling today before Maddie took the hours back?
I felt like I was slipping away. Like my mind was really foggy. It was really hard to think or put sentences together. Nobody really noticed, though.
Typical. Imagine that, but 10 times worse. You're foggy, but there's also something fundamentally wrong. Like you're a collection of puzzle pieces that don't quite fit together. Like an engine that's running out of oil.
That sounds horrifying.
Right.
So, should I do it?
Probably not.
How would I stay otherwise?
Well, you could always go on the lam. Just run for it.
But you'd catch me.
Not me, personally. But yes, the council would. Eventually.
And that's it? That's my only option?
Perhaps. Depends on how you feel about bonding your soul for eternity to a fundamentally neutral arbiter of justice.
I have no strong feelings about it, one way or another.
Smart ass.
Sorry.
Smart arse. Would you regret it if you stayed here forever instead of moving on?
I don't know. I guess that'll be up to me, right?
How do you mean?
In the end, how I feel about taking the big branch in my life is just a matter of how I frame it. I can focus on what I'll regret, sure, but it's not a useful way to spend my time. If I focus on the future, on everything that's in the possibility space, instead of outside of it, that's probably better for me, yeah?
Sure.
You don't sound convinced.
I'm just ambivalent on it. I try not to think about anything too hard these days. But if you're willing to accept eternal bondage with the council, I can keep you here. It's not easy work, though. You have to act in the best interest of the system, not its individual parts. Bureaucracy at its finest.
How did you learn to deal with it?
Just took some time. Then when you're used to it, you learn not to think too hard about what you're doing. As long as you take a holistic view of everything, things generally shake out alright. We tend to only bother the biggest rule breakers anyway.
Maddie being one of them?
Habitually.
Better. What was better? Sorry?
She wouldn't be getting so much leeway if you weren't for Jay.
I don't understand that guy. He's nice. We've chatted a bit. But what makes him so special?
He's provided services in the past. I can count on one hand the number of people who know as much about the manipulation of life forces as he does. He's been researching it for over 100 years.
No way, he's that old? He looks like 60, max.
Yep, much older than that.
Wow.
We're getting sidetracked though. How do you feel about joining the council? I don't hand out offers willy-nilly, you know.
I'm interested, but, can I have some time to think about it?
How much time do you have? You've been out for...
Nearly 25 hours.
You're overdue.
Put it on Maddie's tab.
Okay, I assume you're not gonna stick around forever.
Unlikely in for the next few hours or anything like how I felt this morning.
I'll stick around until you have a solid answer then.
Cool. Ned's voice is fucking my voice.
Wanna get drunk?
Oh, sorry, you wanna get drunk?
We're already drinking, mate.
Nah, Shay told me about something pretty special he's got behind the bar.
Unless it's something really special, he's probably offered me some. And even then...
So you've tried the... bottled soul... ...
You pulling my leg?
Nope.
You've gotta be mistaken. You haven't seen it in person, have you?
Yeah, I actually have seen it.
That's quite illegal. I expected better from him. Damn it.
So, are we gonna drink it or not?
Council regulations require me to confiscate it or force the owner to dispose of it.
We're doing him a favor then.
I suppose.
Come on, dude. Shay said I'd knock you flat. It'd knock you flat.
When you say you, do you mean me? Or you? Or just anyone who drinks it?
Anyone. It's like 200% alcohol or something.
That's not technically possible.
No.
I'll admit, my interest is piqued, or piqued.
Well, let's not waste any time. Let's slam this bottle down on us.
Damn it. This was a setup, wasn't it?
Basically. You in?
Fine.
Ooh.
Oh, this looks deadly.
I like it. Good thing dead people can't get alcohol poisoning. A to bureaucracy. Chink.
To bureaucracy.
And Maddie's outside. Definitely got a very anime vibe, hasn't it? Beep. Hello. Yo. Your order's arrived. 3 days late, mate. We got held up by a mutual acquaintance of ours. Shit, that'll explain why he's in my hair. I'll be there in half an hour. Beep. Okay then, Maddie. Who's this person? Probably should give him a different voice. Stop doing the deep voices and give my throat a rest. Uno mash. As in Uno mash. I don't know how you actually spell that. Like it's from Shanghai Noon. Ow, God, my bum is hurting because of this chair. Either way, hi. Still here, by the way, just so you know. Just been reading. Also going to take this thing off my neck because I don't need it anymore.
I no longer need you.
Okay. Okay. The Calabasas is considered to be a vital part of the hero's narrative.
Every hero goes to hell at some point, and in the stories they usually come back, which is the bit that seems weird to me. I don't think that's how it works in real life. The cafe has had a bunch of heroes come through claiming that they were going to conquer hell and come back. They never returned as far as I saw. The idea of Calabasas is that in the grand scheme of things, hell or the underworld or Hades or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it's on the outside of wherever we are, like we're trapped inside this sphere and we leave it to go to hell. Noticed I was going a bit off the robot twang. Did the ancient Greeks ever consider that maybe we've been on the outside the whole time, just waiting to get in? Maybe they did. Matter of perspective. I guess I'll ask one sometime if I ever meet one. But perhaps we're just waiting our entire lives for this, to pass through the firmament to the next place. To be driftwood that washes up on the shore of whatever that next place actually is. Seems weird, but maybe that's where we're naturally meant to be. I'm thinking it's possible that this world isn't some sort of proving ground or anything. Maybe it's just a waiting room.
A beautiful, flawed, complex waiting room. Personally, I don't think there's anything like heaven or hell waiting for us. No judgment either. The world doesn't ever operate in binaries or absolutes. That's just flawed human thinking projected onto things that are much, much more complex than they can ever perceive. And I don't think that's what's waiting on the other side is even something that we can conceptualize. I bet it's cool. It's a shame that it's a one-way trip though. Apparently only the left one gets to talk this time, whatever their name was. It Jacoby. Jacoby was the name of that robot. Oh, we got more words. This first thing I saw was minor demon. That's what I am. I'm a minor demon. Oh, my bum. Oh, I don't, but you get it. Oh, God. Oh, why is my bum hurting so much in this chair tonight? Jesus Christ. Oh, rest in peace, my bum. No one redeemed a stretch, but I needed it. Okay. Trying to think what would get me something to do with a coffee shop. 2-person job. Castles in the sky. Is there standards? 100 years? It's the one that says that. Here it is. 100 years. This reminded me of the song 1,000 Years from the Twilight movies. Dice because D&D. Semi-immortals. One more? You got one more for me? Just give me one more. One more. It'll be great. Trust me. It'll all be just fine. I've already done Minor Demon. That's why it's here in red. I paid that one first. Silly. You silly goose. What is it you really want? Oh my god. Spirit juice. There, Bon. There you are. Confirm. I have confirmed these are the words semi-mortals. Lore. Standards. More lore. Fucking lore out the wazoo. J. Magic. Oh my god. 2-person job. Kashan. Dice. Death. Cool. Saving. Thank God for that. Right then. Am I going to be thrown back into the cafe now? For the in-betweeny bit? Probably, huh? Am I going to be actually allowed to go outside the cafe now, perhaps? That would be cool. Maybe. Yep. Oh, I am outside the cafe. I am cool. Okay, so now I can't go back inside? Is there a way to open the door? Can I just go in? Teen transient, okay. Interesting, very cool. Let's just have a little look at the sunset from the highest possible point. How about here? There you go. Oh, isn't that nice? It's a perfect place to end the stream on as well. Very interesting result, I know, right? Yeah, I think I will end it here. It's been nearly 3 hours. We're 11:30 soon. I'll do a bit more chilling before I have to go to sleep. So, you know how it is. You know how it would be. Not a bad game, though. Very interesting, very weird. My poor throat for Ned, though. As soon as this was like, what kind of voice would that bloody guy have? He's got like a bucket for a head. I don't get it. Very good game, yes. Ah, me. Right then. I guess. I have hiccups. Hang on. Oh, shit. I pressed the wrong thing. My camera's lagging anyway, so that works. Thanks to anyone who's still here, by the way. If you've been watching and you've enjoyed it so far, feel free to follow. Feel free to follow the channel, because I'll do more of this in a future stream. But otherwise, tomorrow is my first ever, what I'm gonna do, Talking Tuesday stream. So it'll literally just be me talking to people for however long. If people just want to talk about whatever, ask for advice, chat about things, whatever, just to see if it is. It might just be me eventually just sitting here just going, I'm just talking to myself, but you never know. Or like if there's not any conversation for a bit, I'll be like, yeah, let's just play a bit of fun, like Fall Guys or something in the background while still mainly talking to people.
when they come in, but we'll see. It's experimenting to see what works. Apparently people like it when I read the visual novels, so like this one, hopefully. So got to do some more of them as well, which is why I made the whole story Saturdays as well. Storytime Saturdays. So I decided on doing Storytime Saturdays, because then I can do more. Definitely do at least one story game stream every week, really. And yeah, but tomorrow's talking, and Wednesday is whatever I feel like doing, assuming I can stream as well, which I should be able to in the evening. Just try and get in as much as I can, basically. We'll see. But yes, thanks for everyone. Thanks for being here, everyone. I'm just see if there's anyone that I know who's streaming. No one I know is streaming. Okay. Is anyone else playing some sort of channels recommended? Oh yeah, but those are like, yeah, big channels. Jesus. They won't even see a raid if I did one. I'm trying to think of what's this? No. Whatever that is. Dun. I can't find a very obvious thing to what's it called? Channel to raid at the minute. What the fuck is that game? What even is that game? Quite a few people playing Persona 4 suddenly. That was one of the games I did think about doing today, since I need to actually complete that game, but I still haven't actually continued playing it yet. But yes. Right, let me just make sure this game is in fact saved. Save and load? What do you mean save and load? I mean, it said it's saved, didn't it? But for some reason, there's an oh shit. There's an option here to save, but it's all grayed out for some reason. Let me just try that again. Oh dear. No, do not do that. Episode Act 1, Episode Act 2. Why can I not save them? That's weird. Configuration, memories. What's this, memories? Okay, don't worry. No, you can't see it right now. Just show what I'm looking at. Assuming you can still see it. Yes, you can. Okay, cool. What was that? Sorry? Okay, it sounds like a good idea. I thought we wrote something else. All these other ones, yeah, some of them. Oh, I see. These are things I have unlocked or could unlock. Ones I've seen but not actually, yeah, opened, unlocked. Yeah, if I go on save and load it, so here's bookmarks. It's like, but I don't know if if I click on these, it says I can load an episode, but it doesn't actually give me an option to save or anything here, which is weird. So hopefully, it did say it was saved, so hopefully when I play again, it will come back to this point. If not, then oh, fuck me. Config, complete, probably literally nothing. No, it's fine. Absolutely fine, mate. Splentacular. And the game doesn't seem all that demanding for, what's it called? In a graphical sense anyway, so that's good. So the cool place, if it existed, yeah, it would be a very cool place if it existed. Shame it doesn't, eh? Right then. Let's get out of the game for now. Let's just exit it. Slowly. Wait for it. Okay, I couldn't find anyone else who I could raid right now then. Nothing like obvious. And I don't want to raid anyone else who's already playing this as well, because they might get to a completely different point I'm at, and it's just like, there's no point doing that with story games. I tried to see if I can find anyone else who's playing like another
Hang on, let's have a look. Another visual novel game that I've played before. What's this one? Nope. Ow, God, my ear's hurting now. No, I don't. There's no one I can really obviously raid, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I guess just end the stream here. Whoops, without doing that. And yeah, just see anyone who's gonna come back tomorrow for a talkie stream, I suppose. So thanks everyone for being here. Whoever's still here, I not really had anyone talking except for Foxy. But the streams are very engrossing. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Like these visual novels very much draw you in. It's just like reading a book, isn't it? Really, it's just that you see the book besides just reading it. But yeah, so thanks for everyone who has been here. If you're still watching or not, if you're watching on a VOD or on YouTube, hey, hi, how's it going in the future? I'll hopefully see you in the future stream. Everyone who's still here, anyone who's watching the VOD or anything, hopefully see you live sometime. We can chat. It'll be great. Right then. Either way, I'm going to get cracking on so I can just relax before I go to sleep. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. And now my camera's frozen. Hey, bye-bye-bye. It's going to do it. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Doesn't like me apparently waving. Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.